Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day
you fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingWords.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingWords.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingWords.com.
Payday, you want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy. There's a plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Thursday, previews and prediction days, and we're here to talk about all this weekend's fights. And damn, we got a lot of fights actually to discuss. We got boxing happening on DAZN 2 times on Saturday, so be informed. We're having Matchroom with Kid Galahad and Terri Harper versus Brandon from Cincinnati's girlfriend, Alycia Baumgardner, right? Because she looked tiny in the face-off. She about to get bodied by Harper. That being said, we just got a lot to talk about. You know, the king of boxing, Canelo, he broke some more records. We'll touch on that. We actually got Canelo for the last topic, as we always choose to talk about him first and don't get through the weekend's fight. So I want to make some predictions. You know, I want to talk about all this action that we have this weekend, and then we'll get into the king of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, and whatever news he may have for us to report. But Dooney, not Dooney, Doomy, what up?
Payday, you want payday. I know that.
I could use one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll talk about King Nello. It's been his sort of like his week, right? You know, it's probably going to be his month, you know, unless some real action takes place. I'm excited, start off by talking about the Jaime Munguia fight, and that's Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Shout out to Gabriel Rosado, everybody's champ, the regular Joe, turn champion, the American dream, all that other stuff that can be tagged along to Gabe, and I root for Gabe, man. I think this fight's going to be very, 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 very aggressive. Jaime Munguia always brings the pain, and just looking at Gabriel's last performances, bro, I really just got to say, man, that he's made me believe in like this new rejuvenated him, and I think that Jaime Munguia is going to have, he's going to have to really turn up the pace to really get at Gabriel Rosado and beat him. Because I'm going to say right now from the rip, if his picks, I got Gabriel on this one, and I'm just basing it off the boxing ability, man, and the prowess that he has in the ring that he's garnered over time. A lot of losses, a lot of tough fights, but I think that all of that has benefited him at this stage, and I think that he's in a position now where he worries less about the 9 to 5 than he does what he has to do in the ring. So, yeah, how about you, man?
Yeah, no, I mean, if we're talking Gabe, he absolutely is a different fighter than he was back then. I mean, look, I'm just, they're picking on me. All my picks are wrong. I'm a terrible picker.
Listen, when you're doing good, right, bro?
Yeah, but the thing is, if I ride with Rosado, I'm a terrible picker. But I like Rosado. I'm hoping for him to win. Can he do it? I don't know. It's fight week. We'll see. You know, I'm being told by my producer he looks huge. But that's the thing. You know, I was having an interview. I was being interviewed on another podcast today, and, you know, we were talking about that. Bro, no one stopped to wonder, what weight is this fight? So, yeah, Golden Boy gave Rosado the Jaime fight, but they didn't give it to him at 168 where he was comfortable, where he's been winning, where he arguably beat Jacobs, and where he just got his biggest win. I'm pretty sure they're going to make this fight happen at 160 because Jaime moved up to 160. They're not going to move Jaime up 2 weight divisions to fight Rosado. The B side will have to come down, and that's what's going to be interesting to see. You know, is that going to affect them? You know, he hasn't been at 160 in a minute. So is that going to affect him? Is he going to be the same Rosado?
I mean, possibly it could have a little bit of an effect. I mean, I like to think that his resources now are way better and much more broader now than early in his career. Last time he fought, though, you're right, at 159 against Sulecki, and he lost in that fight. And then that was in 2019. So, yeah, you know, it's been a couple of years since he's been in that weight. It's going to be 3. Actually, you know, we're moving into the new year pretty soon. So that weight, I mean, look, I'm going to say he has the resources, man, and he's going to be able to make it. That's a good payday.
I don't put it past him that he's not going to make it. He's a worker. He owns his own gym. I'm worried more about making it safely, making it in a manner where you're still competitive and we can believe you're going to win, right?
No, absolutely. I get it. It's and look, I gotta rely on the thought, right? That he got better resources now. You know how it is, right? When you got the cryo and you got this, you got that. You know, your recovery is better. You know, you're able to take care of your body better. And when you're just concentrating on boxing, and not, you know, worrying about the 9 to 5 and all the other stuff that goes along with life, and he has I think that right now the focus to be able to bring it to Munguia. Remember, Munguia, I mean, who can we say that Munguia has been within the ring right now that can measure up to the type of experience, you know?
I don't think anybody. I mean, Munguia does have a couple decent names. It's not like, you know, he doesn't have any names on his resume. You know, Hogan comes to mind, Terriano Johnson, Saddam Ali.
Okay.
Sherimenta.
Sherimenta.
Spike O'Sullivan.
Spike, okay. But Spike was a tough guy, right?
Smith. Liam Smith is a good win. But that's a telling win, too. I should have watched that fight. He didn't knock out Liam. But that was also a 54-pound fight. He's bigger now.
You think he was getting sucked down at that 154?
I don't know.
Might have been, you know, kind of taking away some of his power.
Could be. You know, as soon as he bust on the scene, there was always rumors of him fighting Triple G at 60. So I think a projected weight gain was always there. In terms of experience, nah, he's never fought anybody like Gabe. Gabe, you know, Gabe is a slick boxer at this point.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call him a puncher even though he blanked that last dude. You know what I mean?
That was just a super well-placed shot.
Yeah.
That was the money. You know what I mean? It was boom, right on the money. Yeah. I mean, shots like that.
But, I mean, again, you know, I'm a sucker for an underdog. I'm looking at this, and it's like, yo, Spike went 11. You know what I mean? Liam went 12. Like, stop trying to tell me Rosado not going 12, but it don't really work that way, man. And I tried that fucking triangle theory with Plant, and he got planted. So, I don't even know. I'm in depression state right now. I've been getting it wrong. You know, and the truth is, Rosado's the underdog. He's not supposed to win, but I don't like Jaime's resume. I don't like who he's been in there with. I don't like how bad he's been looking. You know, he didn't look good in the Hogan fight. You know, even the Terriano Johnson fight has some spots in it.
So let's break it down real quick, bro. Like, all right, you just mentioned he didn't look good in that Hogan fight. So,
Or the Inoue fight.
Or the Inoue fight. I mean, what style were they bringing? Because
pressure.
Yeah, because the style that we've seen as of recent for Gabe has been like more defensive kind of, counter punching, and it's been slicker, like you said, slick style boxing, and that right there, I thought that would be a problem for.
My thing is this: look, if the politics weren't in it, I'd pick Gabe. He's on a winning streak, He knows it, I know it. He didn't lose that Jacobs fight. He should have won the draw with Aries. So right now he should be having the two biggest wins of his career with Jacobs and Malakuliev, which it'll be a 3-fight win streak. And maybe mentally he's going into that fight with that mindset that he is on a 3-fight win streak, and he has in his last 2 fights just defied the odds first and foremost. He was an underdog in both fights, and he beat both fights. One more spectacular than the other because, let's be real, the Jacobs fight, he doesn't have a win. He got a loss. He was robbed. But many of us believe he won. And, yeah, man, I mean, if he's riding off that high, maybe he could get it done because of momentum. But he's a warrior that's been through a lot of battles.
Exactly.
Jaime is young, fresh. He's going to throw punches. It's a tough fight, man. It's a tough fight. It's a great fight for us, but,
nobody's beat Jaime Munguia. I never seen Munguia hurt. I mean,
but he's vulnerable, bro. The minute he bust on the scene, like everybody, Charlo wanted him. Like people wanted him. They keeping him away. They switch trainers. They pump the brakes after Hogan. And maybe now that, this is obviously them taking off the leash, testing what we've got now that he's switched with Eric Morales. But like, I don't know.
I'm just starting to think about it more and more because, I believe in Gabriel's experience and ability. I mean, he showed me that he can crack right now, with the right time. And then, but like you start to wonder, like, is Jaime Munguia going to be too much? Is he going to be too much? Can Gabe hurt him in order for him to stop? Like every time I see Jaime Munguia fighting, he's like a pit bull out the gate, man. This guy he's
only 25, bro. It's the youth too. I see Trey. I see you in the chat, champ, and he's saying the worst thing is to fight a young man, and that is true. See, for Gabe to win this fight, he's got to tame Munguia, and it's all gonna start with the jab, head movement, and being slick, but. Can he do that for 12? It's a puncher. At the end of the day, this guy's a puncher, and he's winging them. He may not be accurate. He may not be technically the best, but he's throwing them all day, all night, and he's got a high knockout ratio,
What is it?
81%, bro.
Wow.
That's like Klitschko status.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good, man. I'm gonna have to think about this now. You see, sometimes you're so involved and so invested.
I mean, look, you got to go with the favorite. I'm on my Info Joe shit. I'm tired of losing. I'm going with Jaime, but I'm rooting. Like my last 3 fights, man. Wilder, Caleb, and now this. I'm picking the favorite on record, but I'm rooting for the underdog heavily, desperately.
Now, obviously, the fight's happening this Saturday, correct? And we're going to be able to at least have tomorrow to just take a look at this fight a little bit more in depth. Obviously, TBV, we're here every day. And this is definitely going to be a fight that a lot of people are going to try to put some bank on, man. This is going to be
you could wait till the weigh-in. I mean, the worst thing that would be, is for Gabe to look good. But that's already a worry for me. He hasn't fought at 60 in 3 years. Now you got to make 60, and the man is younger. Everything's against you, bro. Plus, he's the house fighter, so this is the thing. It's like, again, we're sitting here talking about Gabe not getting a decision versus Jacobs, or versus Aries. So you telling me he's about to beat the new Canelo, and they're going to let him get it? I don't think so. He's got to stop this dude. He's got to make him quit or something, in order to walk away with a win. Oh, shit. We about to get flagged. That's a flag right there. iTunes just jumped on. That's a flaggy.
That's what let's be listening to shit before.
Yeah, man, I'm calypsoed out, man. I'm Caribbean, bro. I don't listen to nothing that ain't Jamaican. It gotta rhyme with ting. You know what I mean? It's like gotta be Jamaican, Caribbean. Give me that Spanish rap, that Spanish reggaeton. Remember, reggaeton is also, reggae. So I'm like, yeah, I'm Caribbean, champ. I stay true to the island, baby.
Word.
This is one nation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Nicholas Walters. You bum.
Yeah, you bum.
Man retired after that fucking fight.
Ain't no fucking bums.
He didn't want to fight anymore, man. He made that Loma money. He was like, I'm out of here. He's still living off his Nonito check, man. He tricked us all.
Jeez. It's a big check. Yeah, but the breakdown is pretty good for now, bro. But I'm going to stay for now with Gabriel Rosado. I still got some things to look at. And I still...
Ayo, Biz, you know your music, champ. My man, he got that good taste, man. Can I get your number, girl? Y'all know about that, man. You need that motivational music when you out there running, putting them miles. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's crazy. Everybody got their playlist, man. Everybody got their playlist. Straight up. You want to get to the super chatties?
Yeah. Pull them up.
Yeah. Yo, man, shout out to everybody who is in the Border Wars series for this one. Border Wars 13 Winter Soldiers. It's going down. We're right around the corner. Let's go, champ. I'm getting a lot of people. Actually, you know who reached out? Ant reached out today.
Who's Ant? Edwards?
No. Anthony that is taking on
Forbes?
Yeah.
He's taking on Preston James, the American Idol.
That's right. And he said he had some friends and family that were asking about coming through.
Oh, shit. Let me find out. We got a ticket seller. I got YouTube with a $1 super chat. No words, just $1. Shout out to YouTube who's back. High and Low Sports Centrum says the boxing voice is more. Then we have Facts 100. They saying 800,000 pay-per-view buys for Canelo. 3 thinking emojis. Yes, we're going to talk Canelo. He's our 4th topic. As we've come to realize that if we talk about him first, we never get to making picks. We never, preview or break down any of the upcoming fights. He kind of steals the show, so we're leaving him for last. Moving on, we got King Pound for Pound, King Boxing Pound for Pound, who says, did he knock out the guy Charlo went 12 rounds with? It's going to be a good fight. I think we're going to see a knockout. Did he knock out the guy that Charlo went 12 rounds with?
Which guy was the common opponent?
I thought Hogan went 12 rounds with Jaime. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about Juan Manuel Macias. Juan Macias Montiel. That's who went 12 with Charlo when Jaime knocked him up at 147 a long time ago.
Oh, so it must have been the beginning of the career.
147. This is on box, right? Taí mismo. We got RNS1. Smash that like button. Damn. Thank you, RNS1. We got William Boxing. The Cinnamon Don will beat Charlo and Benavidez. Well,
I never heard that.
Let's be real.
Cinnamon Don.
Let's be real. PBC just got Canelo his biggest payday. I'm trying to wait till 4th topic.
He was very satisfied with the way PBC.
But he just got his biggest payday with PBC. It was $40 million guaranteed. Plus he made pay-per-view upside. Now remember, Al already said he only needed 5 to be happy, which means they rumored to him have already made over that by 300. Plus there's no international or UK pay-per-view yet. That's just us. Just this U.S. domestic.
Just the States.
That's just us. So he made his money, so he know where he got to go if you want to get that type of payday. I know that.
That's what's up, man.
You know?
That's the biggest payday.
All
then,
he
right?
got to do is come on back. We want that Benavidez fight, you know, and that's what topic 4 is about. It's the Canelo, you know, auditions. Everybody's got to fight and now try to make themselves worthy enough to get picked. Can you get picked? Can you be selected? Can you be selected to be the dance partner? And you see, you know, people should appreciate what Caleb did. You know, he sold this fight. He sold this fight. I wasn't 800's a big number, fellas. I was not you got to keep in mind. I know people are going to say, "Yes, it's Canelo," and you're right. But think about it. He's been off regular cable for how long?
You called what was it? 500 that we were like talking.
No.
Like,
I just wanted 500 because that's what the article stated they needed to make to be good.
to be good. Like okay, we made money or to break even.
Break even.
Okay.
That's all they needed was 500 to break even, and if they could make the 500, it could guarantee, you know, not guarantee, but it would assure Canelo that he could come back, you know, because if he can't crack 500, they losing money. But now it's like win-win, you know what I mean? It like, yo, you got us to the 5, we ain't mad that we paid you 40. Oh shit, you got us to the 8, we really ain't mad we paid you 40. Here goes your pay-per-view backside. You know what I mean? And now it could just be like, look, let's keep the momentum going. Don't believe the whole cut the cord, people streaming. No, they just haven't seen you. Let's give them some consistency. Let's schedule your next one. You know, and I think those numbers will go up. I think they will go up to.
And that's what's well, let's do some math, right? Let's get excited.
Well, the math is hard to do because listen, and there was once upon a time where we didn't know 500,000 would be suffice for a $50 million fight. That information was released last week. You know, we thought, you know, they're taking 50% out of that 500,000, meaning the provider gets half. Obviously, things have changed. You know, things have changed in the sense that there's more digital buys, so the promoter doesn't need the broadcaster as much, or rather the cable company as much, to provide the pay-per-view distribution for people. And maybe that's how they're saving money and making extra money. But, you know, for the life of me, I don't understand, you know, what math you're going to do that's going to say 500,000 is good, right? I mean, if I do 500K.
64 million for
how much?
800,000 buys.
64.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the calculator. If I'm looking at this correctly.
And again, that's good if they don't gotta split that. But like old boxing, they used to split. So maybe they cut that. Maybe they say, yo, fuck that. We're not giving you that much anymore. We'll work out a flat fee. And I'm talking about cable providers. Like that was the thing back in the day. We do a pay-per-view, we only get 50% of the thing because the provider gets the other 50. So
or it would be 32 million. That would be, that couldn't be because then you couldn't even pay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All that's changed, but they also got 18 million on the gate.
Okay, so you add that up to that, then you're definitely up 18 million at the gate. Jeez.
Yeah. Canelo did a heavyweight gate, bro.
Well, who's done some numbers like this in the last year? I don't think.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. Wilder Fury, the only ones.
Oh shoot, damn! How could I forget that? What was their number though?
17-9 though. They came in under.
Pay-per-view buys?
No. They came in under on the gate. 17-9 was their gate. Pay-per-view buys. We didn't get an official number for Wilder Fury. I think they said 600 was the rumored number.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So 82 million with the gate number. So.
And that's assuming they not splitting. Like I said, I believe that's an old deal, and I can see that. I can see post-COVID promoters being like, bro, we're not giving you 50%. We're not even getting the same amount of gate no more. There's no more sport. Like, I don't know, but things have changed. Because look, Tank doing 200 and they happy as hell over there. They throwing parties with 200. So things have changed. The only logical answer without having the actual answer is that they no longer have to split with the cable companies or the satellite providers and none of that. That used to be the thing. It's like, oh, whatever the number is divided by 2. But according to the recent reports, ain't no more divided by 2. Your money seems to be your money. And the more digital you sell, the better for your company.
Yeah, the model's changed. I mean, it's changed so many ways over the years.
And I wouldn't put it past if it changed. I mean, it's time for growth, So.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Canelo's getting paid $40 million, highest payday, obviously per fight, right? Because his long-term deal with Golden Boy was more, or excuse me, was it with the Zone? Sorry, that was 300 and what?
But that don't count.
Wow.
Because he went to court, he got out that deal, and the most he ever made in that deal was $36 million guaranteed. Then when he got out that deal, he came back to like 17 and 9 guaranteed. This is the highest he's ever been paid in his motherfucking life.
Nice. I mean, look, he was happy.
And people need to stop,
I mean, what did they say?
They need to let it go with the fake internet rumors of PBC being broke. I mean, they fronted Canelo $40 million. You can't be broke and front people money. Now, some weirdo's gonna be like, oh well, they could have borrowed it. Like, now you borrowing 40. How much you got to pay in interest to borrow that? Like, to make this deal happen? How much? Now you bringing a new partner in. I just think we need to let it go. Understand that everybody's doing well, and we're in a good place where we're getting a lot of good boxing. Let's just leave it at that.
And what was this preview that you had as a second topic, man? David
Benavidez, preview his fight, brother. We got a lot of fights this weekend, man. We got Kyrone Davis versus David Benavidez. He's filling in, taking on this tough task of David Benavidez, El Bandera Roja, last minute, natural 154-pounder, moving up. I don't expect, I expect the worst and hope for the best for Kyrone. But, he's taking on a fight on short notice versus someone that hardcores consider, the next one up in David. So I don't know that Kyrone can get it done on a short notice. What do he get? 2 weeks notice, maybe 10 days notice. It's dangerous. He's undersized. You got to understand. David started his career as a heavyweight. He was a chubby kid, literally in the heavyweight division, and sparred that weight off.
What I can say about Kyrone, bro, is that he's actually at least, fell into a schedule where, he was at least active, within at least 3 months. So, he had a fight with Marcher McGregor, not to be confused with Conor McGregor's bro. No, just kidding. But, yeah, he was active in September. 2 months down the line, here we are. And I think that's going to help him at least with his activity and his endurance and what he needed to keep up with.
Yeah, but the last fight, wasn't it Darrell?
No, that was the third before that. He last fought Martes McGregor, and that was a unanimous decision, 8th round decision. Anthony Darrell was in February, and he had a draw or a split decision or something like that. But yeah, I think he's at least got that going for him, and obviously, I'm gonna have to say that I gotta go with David Benavidez if I'm a betting man. The odds are like that, but I mean, I can't wait to see what type of fight Kyrone brings to the table.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm not expecting much, so that I'm not disappointed. Kyrone is undersized and undertrained because he wasn't preparing for this. I don't know if he was already on the undercard. Sometimes they do that. They give the undercard fighter the bump up, and he gets the main event fight as the replacement. Kind of like Korobov going into the Charlo fight. They both were training for separate fights, and he filled in, which obviously works out in terms of training, right? Not game plan. You was training for someone else. So, yeah, stamina-wise, you're there. I don't know about anything else. But
game plan is definitely going to be real tight on the schedule for that. You know, you only got like 10 days to
crazy,
work.
though.
That's crazy.
I'm glad. Look, man, I'm glad we follow the betting lines. You know, David is this darling amongst the hardcores. And look, he's only a minus 2,000, bro. That's not a lot. Kyrone is a plus 1,000. And, you know, bro, I've seen Loma literally minus 5,000 against guys. So maybe they know something we don't know. I mean, it's a plus 1,000 is still a long shot. You know,
yeah, I get what you're saying, though. You would have probably want.
I just expected Benavidez to be a bigger favorite, you know.
So there's something. Look, I think that the Vegas odds also know that, you know, when you throw an opponent in the last 10 days, that could definitely disrupt the odds. You know, Kyrone Davis is a guy who's in shape. He brings the fight. So I don't know. I don't know what they're seeing, but it's still a favorite for David. I'm going with David Benavidez. I think that David Benavidez is just too he's a very aggressive combination puncher. You've seen what he did to Porky. You know what I'm saying? That
Porky. Last week, Porky wasn't shit when he was on Caleb's resume. Guys,
nah, I mentioned it because it was a highlight freaking knockout when he kind of like pawed him like a million times, like, and then just sent him into the freaking ropes, and that you know, that's the type of speed he brings, and he's aggressive, man. So Kyrone's gonna have to like, and he has a good chin too. You gotta give David Benavidez that, David. You know, he's been knocked down I think one time. I forgot who did it.
Ronald Graville.
Was it Ronald Graville? Yeah, and you know, it was a good shot. I mean, that's the type of fight that that David Benavidez gets in. And these are the type.
I think it was more him being squared up than it was a good shot.
I mean, yeah, when you're squared up though, Ness, you know how it is. You're in for a shot. I mean, squared up or the other guy threw a better shot, you know, it landed in the you know, and it was a good clean shot landed. Dude fell on his ass, he got up. So, you know, we saw that he got some metal. I don't think he was totally like super out of it. You know, it was just one of those flash knockdowns. Got up. So, again, I'm going to give the advantage to David Benavidez. But I see how the Vegas odds could probably, you know, have it a little closer. Kyrone, you know, he brings the fight. Who's that? King Amin in the building?
Yes, sir, in the building.
You're talking about David Benavidez. He's fighting Kyrone Davis and, you know, last-minute replacement, man. What's your scoop on that?
Yeah, Kyrone Davis, you know, he's, you know, kind of the community. People hate when we know these kind of fighters because then they'll say that we're gassing them. But the fact is, we like that these fighters show mettle. We like that, you know, we respect the grind and the grit. And I think, you know, this is a big stage, you know. You know, Benavidez has a point to prove. His point is like, yo, y'all see what my man did last week? I told y'all he shouldn't have had that fight. This is the way it's supposed to be done. Whether this is true or not is irrelevant, but that's going to be his approach. So he's going to try to make short work of somebody that's like, yo, I want that ticket too. Everybody wants that meal ticket. Everybody wants to punch that ticket and try to get that sweepstakes. So, you know, I think people would think that Benavidez is a favorite. But, you know, shoulder shrug, man. You can't sleep on nobody, man. You know?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's auditions, baby. It's auditions. Who's going to look the nicest? Who's going to show that they're worth a Canelo fight, man? You know, what do you bring to the table? You know, what are you doing? The article on Boxing Scene that is titled "The Canelo Sweepstakes Auditions Are Open." I think that writer may have some sort of affiliation with PBC, a little bias. I felt like he was even given he was even giving Anthony Durrell an opportunity at getting the fight, and I'm like, what? In what world, right? And then he set the conversation up by saying, "Oh well, if this pay-per-view does well, you know, he could get in there with another Al Haymon fighter, Durrell, who just had a spectacular knockout of Hernandez. So that was his audition." And it's like, Nah, that ain't enough. And then he wrote, and I'm paraphrasing, but he wrote like he might be like a sentimental pick for us fans. Like we might say, yeah, give Darrell the shot. He been fighting all his life and he ain't get a big shot yet. Give it to him. What the fuck? Yo, they call me biased, bro. Y'all gotta check that article out. Then after he paints this 12 paragraphs for Darrell is when he goes into Triple G. And
now,
go ahead.
I wanted to know because I've been trying to ask this for a couple of days now. At what fucking weight does Triple G and Canelo fight?
168. 168. Just like Rosado has got to fight Jaime at 60. You not the A side. If you're not the A side, you're not the A side. If you know Triple G want this fight, he gonna come where he gotta come. I mean, what sense does it make for Canelo to go back down to take two little ass belts from you?
Nah, I think he comes back 168 too, man. I think that he's been making that 160 for a long time. He's getting older. I think him going to 168 would actually suit him better. Triple G 160, you know.
168? You mean suit him better because he's been 60 all his life?
Yeah, that's what I said. If he goes to 168, it's gonna suit him better. You know, he's been making that 160 for a long time. It's it's interesting to just see him come back, man, because I know he hasn't been as active, and I want to know if all the training that he's been doing with I think he's with Jonathan Banks, right? And see if it's developed, you know, see if it's
that training ain't work, man. They've been together for like 3-4 fights now, bro.
So Jonathan Banks and Triple G?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Is that still his traininess? I really don't know if that's...
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it takes time to build a relationship, a rapport, and getting to know your fighters, you know, habits and stuff like that.
I haven't seen him do anything different, though, you know, and I would think...
A little bit, you know? You didn't see a little bit... let me see what fight it was. I can't remember off the dome, but... I seen little wrinkles of him boxing, man. You know.
Let me get to this super chat. Gabuni serve up Ward for May. He chinny, ducked Adonis for undisputed, lost to Kovalev, and made Dawson suck down to 168. Canelo by decapitation.
Said decap.
Yeah, I'm glad they threw my man Chad Dawson in the mix because people don't remember how great Chad Dawson was, and Ward sucked him down. You know what I mean? So, you know, he got one over on him, but that didn't take away from Chad's greatness. But Ward's not coming out of retirement. Like, listen, I would like to fight just because I'm a fan, but, yo, Ward seeing that shit, and like, yo, you know what that's like? You got your arm around my man in the school. Yeah, you can beat him, man. Go ahead, beat him up, man. You sit him out there. He come back like, how I do? You did all right, man. You did all right. You held your own, man. But you ain't going to take that fight. Ward don't want that fight. He going to be in that fucking library doing top-ranked fights. He don't want no Schmizoke. I'm saying that.
He said the library. Nah, but it was Schmerta, man, because that's the last guy he fought. Triple G. Triple G fought Camille Schmerta. And in that fight, I guess he had an opponent that he could actually kind of use these new things and try to, like, you know, move different. So that's
what
the
you
fight.
mean it was Schmerta? He had Banks before Schmerta.
No, but I didn't. But the fight that I remember was Camille Schmerta.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he got beat the hell up.
What's up, Chunky?
Excuse me. And my question to you is going to be: was he training Sergey during the Derevchenko fight?
Who?
Banks. You said so. He's been with him.
Banks is with Gennady, bro. You all mixed up.
No. Are you listening to me? So he's been with him for the last 4 fights before, after he fought Saul. He's been with him for those 4 fights. Those are the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, he left. I'm pretty sure he left Sanchez after the Triple G loss, after the Canelo loss, and then he got with his first fight back was Rose, right? You got box record after the Gennady. He lost after Canelo. He went to Rose, right?
Yeah, he got the.
Yeah. Rose was the first fight with Jonathan Banks. He got like 3 with him.
So Camille Schmerta was probably the one where
he might have even been, if you Google it, he might have even been in the corner for that second fight. Am I wrong? He might have been in there. He might have took him out. Let me see if I don't even care, man. Triple G old as hell.
Yo, you know you
Bruh,
want that.
and this the thing. This the thing. There's 39-year-olds out here that I wouldn't say that about, but Triple G been out and looking bad his last 3. So it's like, I'm not about to fake lie and make it seem like he's still Triple G. He looking more like Grandpappy G.
and not for nothing, at 168, he don't do nothing but become a target for somebody like Canelo.
He already
ain't
slow.
doing nothing.
Yo,
that's what I'm saying. At 168, like, come on, man, that's suicide.
Hey, but fuck it, man. Let Canelo build his motherfucking knockout ratio up. Let him fluff his knockout ratio. He gonna knock out old man Golovkin.
Oh, he can't do that.
He gonna knock out old man bloated Golovkin because he gonna have to get up 8 pounds.
You're lying. You're lying. You know he can't knock Triple G out.
What?
He would get stopped at 68 out for sure.
You crazy? Listen,
geriatric Golovkin.
Listen. 68, bruh. King. I mean, 68 or 60. He too, bro. Canelo's evolved, man. Like, just look at what he's done since Triple G fight, and look at what Triple G's done since the Canelo fight. Compare that shit. One dude got like 7 fights since then and undisputed. The other dude's been on vacation. And he collected the IBF and the IVO.
I got it back in mind that he's like returning like in the beginning of the movie, the 300 and shit in the Spartan when he comes back with the wolf mink.
Yeah.
That's how I feel Triple G's gonna come back.
Come back from where? He ain't coming back with no wolf's mane at 39, man. Get out of here, man. He is the wolf's mane.
Oh man, I still think that he got some good fights in him, man. I mean, the Charlo fight would be good. I mean, I know you wouldn't shy away from that. Like, you know that a Charlo fight would be excellent. Not especially for Charlo. You know, I know that he would definitely take the fight. In that money, that would be a money fight. Do pretty good. And you know, I mean, look, everybody has an opinion, right? When they feel like their body's, you know, ready to go out, and only Triple G knows that. I know that he probably, probably be slim pickings to try to say that he'd fight. I mean, that he'd triumph over Canelo in a fight, but I think that durability that Triple G has always makes for a good fight. I mean, Derevchenko kind of beat the living heck out of him in that fight, so I think that a Canelo beating like that would be a lot worse. Right? I mean,
you know. But that the fight for Triple G is the Charlo fight at 160. What is he trying to get killed at 68? He need to leave Canelo alone. You know what I'm saying? Or Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to throw Boo Boo in the mix, man, because I like, you know, the reason why I keep bringing him up is because when people create these, these characterizations about these guys, you know, for 1 minute he's, he the boogeyman. Then once Canelo say he's a horrible fighter, now he's horrible. Like, give him the opportunity to show us what he is or he isn't. And it's kind of like, I get the whole politics of it, a bad contract, but like Triple G is ripe for the picking. And I know they're going to try to hide him a little bit, but that'd be great for one of these guys just to kind of increase their equity. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying versus Triple G?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. But why do you think that fight would materialize, though? I mean, it's something that I mean, I don't even know why we haven't talked more about that fight right there. Why doesn't it happen?
Which fight?
Because, go ahead.
Andrade?
Who?
Triple G and Andrade?
Triple G ain't fighting nobody he could lose to, man.
Shit.
He's waiting, bro. He got a trilogy on his hands, bro. That's why it's the
dead
same.
In the water, man.
Nah.
Shit though, bro. He's conquered all the belts at one.
Nah, let me tell you, that trilogy's dead for me, and I'll still get hyped if they sign it. But honestly speaking, like, I read so much boxing, bro. That's all they were talking about. As soon as he knocked out Caleb, everything is the usual suspects. Triple G
crazy.
First, Benavidez, the hope of Benavidez, and if not Charlo, and then an Andrade, right? Or before they even mention Andrade, they'll say Bivol, Artur Beterbiev. I mean, just look it up. Just Google just Canelo, and then click the news tab. Yeah, Triple G, I don't know. Somehow he's a shoo-in for a rematch based off, the numbers, right? And that's the thing. If you're PBC, what do you want? I would rather get that Canelo Triple G on my ear because I know I'm doing over $1 million. That's a bigger fight. It's built in. The regular fans ain't like us. They don't know Triple G's old and knocking out dudes that we know he can knock out. In their opinion, he smoked rolls and smoked smelter, and
Canelo Benavidez can't be big in Texas or California if they host it,
Yo, I don't know, man.
More credible.
I was on an interview today, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, people keep talking this Mexico shit, and I get it. Eddie did it. He went to Mexico, but he didn't go to Mexico with Canelo. Like, how do you just tell yourself and your investors, yo, man, this time, we ain't gonna make $18 million off the gate. Fuck that, yo. We don't want to make that shit. Let's go to Mexico, man. Let's get them pesos. How? Like, how do you have that conversation with anyone? Like, Canelo just made $18 million. How do you go to Mexico and sell tickets for peso? That'll never happen. And even if someone calls in and they're like, oh, well, they could get them tickets sponsored. They could get endorsements, make that money up that way. But then someone's still going to sit down one day at a board meeting and be like, bro, we just gave up $20 million worth of sponsors. Imagine we'd have just went to and had a regular $20 million gate plus the $20 million sponsor. Like, no one's in the business to lose money. I doubt it, man. I doubt that Canelo... look, he's a nice guy. Maybe he do some sort of charity shit. Like, and he's yo, everybody get a free ticket.
Or has he?
Yeah, he fought in Mexico when he was a kid.
No. Yeah, of course. Like a championship fight in Mexico.
Hell no, man. Hell
no.
Texas,
California,
bully.
Texas, California, and Arizona, that's Mexico enough.
That's
Mexico. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. You have more nationals and more people that are you don't need to fight in Mexico. The economics will never pan out. You had that shit in California or fucking Texas, and economics pan out because then not for nothing. You're talking about a different economic base. You're talking about people not reaching in their pockets for pesos. They reaching for dollar bills, and they gonna buy the fucking fight.
Yeah,
and tickets.
Man, you have some guy that'll just pay a lot of money just to have that fight.
Google that. Where's James at, man? Google that. Do me. What's the most expensive sporting ticket in Mexico? Like soccer, basketball.
It's basketball or soccer. That's the national sports.
Basketball?
No, soccer. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm about to say, damn, I didn't know Mexicans even had a basketball team.
No, I said boxing. I think you heard basketball.
I did hear basketball. I'm like, what the hell?
Boxing and
imagine Gilberto taking it to the paint.
On you.
Yo, speaking of Gilberto, this was supposed to be like sideline news. So this is news and notes right here. This is news and notes. Did you see, who he's fighting?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Alantez Fox. Actually, no, wait. Well, who'd I just mention? Who'd I just say right now?
Gilberto.
Gilberto is fighting Yaneski Gonzalez, bro. Yo, Golden Boy ain't shit. Bro, Juneski, all right, he got beat up on HBO by, who was it? Tavares Cloud? I'm going to look it up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro, this dude ain't been on TV in years. They wilding bringing him out of what's up, Doomy?
No, I said Morrell's fighting Alantez Fox.
Yeah, Morrell's fighting Alantez Fox. I hate that. I wanted to send it straight to Maestro, old fucking happy ass, but it's hard to hate on my boy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a rock and a hard place. I know Morrell gonna beat Alantez Fox, but I know Alantez all his life. You know what I mean? I know him and his brother forever. So I'm rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? But please, your blue chip out here. You know what I mean? Bullshitting and shit. Cause that's a weird fight for me. You won. Your last fight was for regular, and now you find the Lantes fights that don't. But it is what it is.
That's breaking news. I think F1 racing too. So it says F1. How much is the most expensive F1 ticket in Mexico? I don't know if I have it right that was it, but one of them went for 15 million pesos. So
yeah, but what's the equivalent, bro? Give me.
Yeah, that's where I'm up next now. But that's what
equivalent, 15 million pesos. And F1 racing, ain't nobody watching that shit. Not our demographic, anyway.
Yeah, we got a Mexican Formula One racer or something like that. That's pretty popular. Wasn't he kind of like talked about with around the time Canelo was fighting too?
I don't know. I only know one driver, man. His name Mario Andretti.
I thought you were talking about Juan Pablo Montoya from back in the day.
All right, that's still $726,000 and $622.
In one ticket, that's a lot of money. Somebody almost paid $1 million for a ticket. Holy schmazolies! Holy shit, that's a lot, bro.
That was that
$750 million for a ticket.
Let's go.
That was Chapo's ticket.
Damn, there you go. My man Warriors from Mexico. He said 19 million pesos equals $1 million.
Get that heavy walk.
But yeah, that's not a real sport. Like you gotta compare it to other
more what? It's
other
physical,
sports that's physical. Like this dude's in a car.
Racing is physical.
Bro, he's in a car. Stop cheating, man.
Them suits, bro. It's mad crazy.
Bro. Give us a regular sport, man. Give us a regular sport, man.
You know you've gone past 150, and you know what it feels like. Imagine doing that shit for I'm talking about 30 minutes, an hour, whatever them shits be like. Just driving. Whoa! Yo,
you know what's a good comparison? How much is Lucha Libre tickets going for out there? They love that shit out there.
Hey, how you just going to Lucha Libre?
Because they love that shit out there. So that's how you get a going rate of ticket sales. What's the going rate for a Lucha Libre ticket? That shit gonna be like 25 pesos, man. Telling you, bro. Canelo ain't fighting out. Yo, he gonna have to get blessed by the cartels. They gonna have to mail him fucking a finger in a briefcase. Like, yo, you fighting in Mexico, champ.
Shit, man, that's not even a joke, bro. You know what he went through.
Gabuni, Ward at MGM, Charlo at Dallas, Benavidez in Mexico City. Yo, why they keep it? Is Mexico City in Mexico? Because I thought we just explained that shit right now, why it can't happen.
Yo, I think Mexico City is...
Mexico City must be San Antonio's old name and shit.
Let's look it up. Let's
what about Cali? Wasn't there a part of Cali that was already Mexico and then America stole it or something?
Mexico City is the capital of Mexico, bro.
Ah, fuck, man. Y'all got to tell me how we going to get them ticket sales, man. Canelo ain't walking away from 19 mil, man.
Isn't it
18.
like sometimes you have these high-profile tickets like they did in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh? Like they have. It's just you like real high-end shit, you know? People from all over the world could just go to Mexico City and everybody...
I mean, I guess you're right. I guess you could price your tickets at what you want and, only the strong survive and get through them doors. I don't know that you... I'm just saying, where's the logic, right? In going... But what's the logic in going to a country to give them a fight that they can't afford to see? Because now we're saying, fuck it, just have it there and sell exclusive seats. So the regular people of Mexico can't see it anyway. So if you're gonna because I just want you to understand, Chavez did make it happen. Yeah. Chavez fought in front of 130 or 110. So what I'm saying is, if you're going back to Mexico, you're supposed to be going back to give the people of your country a fight like they never seen in their country. Not go there, hold the fight in my country, and then tell me, hey, you ain't allowed, because guess what? These tickets are priced for people that can fly from another country in here and pay for it.
How do you feel he'll act? I think that he's made enough money that he could do it. that. He can go ahead and just say, you know what, this is for la raza, you know.
Hopefully, man, but I don't, it's not. I don't think it's real, man. I don't think it's real. Like, who's gonna walk away from 18 million, bro? That's a lot.
Where did
Muhammad
Ali and George Foreman take place?
Zaire.
Thriller, right? Was
Zaire in Africa, wasn't it? It was Thriller in Zaire.
But but it was
over there.
It was because it was a gate. It was because it was still a gate because a dictator had paid for it, and then the rights was sold. The pay-per-view rights was sold, so it was a bag attached to it. You know what I'm saying? The dictator Mugabe.
School me on that because I want to know more about that. Sorry.
Nah, this dictator, I believe Mugabe at the time, he had the bag and he was like, yo, Don King, you know what I'm saying? Say, yo, fuck the Vegas. This is too big to have it. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, Bob Arum was a puppy. He was a puppy at this time working up underneath Don King, but that's what they did. They said, nah, this fight too big for America. Plus, Ali was having all them complications. So it was something like the equivalent of taking the fight to the Saudis. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, boom, we taking it over there. We got a big-ass bag for the pay-per-view, and whatever Mugabe gave him, that was enough. And so that was pretty much, how that materialized. Now,
so What I find interesting is that what you said, it was a bag attached to it. So it's like, there's a bag attached to it, you can have it anywhere, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. The princes brought AJ to Saudi. That is the bag. You don't need to worry about ticket sales. I'm giving you $60 million guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mexico can't do that.
They can, bro. They got a lot of.
But here's the thing, though. It's a difference between. But hold on, Doomy, real quick. There's a difference between an impoverished country that a dictator waved a bag versus, Mexico's kind of dangerous. Like it's the money's there, but it's the reason why the money's there because also you could read in the paper that it's 42 beheaded people in the middle of, some fucking place because of some shit going on. So the bag, like how big of a bag could you make it that people are going to say, you know something? Let's go on down to Mexico.
I mean, it's Mexico City. I mean, I get it. I know the stories. I know you guys seen the movies, and I'm not saying that these things aren't prevalent, but like, it's not just all about that, Like the country, it's a beautiful country. It's a reason why people go to vacation to Mexico. It's the people are wonderful down there. They treat you so good. They're very appreciative of the economic stimulation. I think that you guys are you're not looking at the bright side. You know what I'm saying? Of what kind of big fight it can be in Mexico. I mean, the return of the prodigal child. There's so much promotion that could go attached to this fight that could be a huge success. If we're just
hold on real quick, Doomy. If they had that much love for him, his brother wouldn't have got kidnapped, bro. It's a dangerous place. Like I get it. I'm not disparaging Mexicans, but his brother got fucking kidnapped there, bro. Like, and he's supposed to be a hero. They don't give a fuck about him.
Yo, when you Google, is Mexico a third world country? It most certainly is. Even by today's definition of what a third world country is, not what the original term was. They still dealing with poverty, inequality, and lack of basic education. They're still dealing with horrible sewer systems and water systems. Come on, bro. Like, I'm Caribbean, bro. DR is a third world country.
You're reading this stuff like half the world is not going through the same thing. Do you know that you're in a very special place?
Bro, I just said that. I'm Dominican. It's a third world country. I'm not mad at that. I know where I'm at. I'm Caribbean. I know what it looks like. I've been to Mexico.
Yeah, but you know that your country is also beautiful and attractive and attracts and lives off tourism. What I'm saying is that it is still appealing regardless of all the things you guys are mentioning. And, we can't just say, because they're...
Yeah, but Doomy, it's not about if it's appealing. You're trying to change it to, I don't know, chum me up to the weirdos in the chat. No one is taking any credit from how beautiful... Let me finish. No one is taking any credit from how beautiful Mexico is. We just said they can't afford it. The same way Samson Lewickovich, the promoter of the first ever unified Dominican champion in Jason Rosario, said he couldn't bring Jason back to have a fight in his home country. There's no money.
Agreed with before though, so you're not.
I agreed about what?
earlier you said that, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. Maybe it can happen that way. When I presented that it could happen like it did in Saudi Arabia. So, like, which one is it?
No, I didn't agree with you. I said, dude, those are princes giving the bag. Who's giving the bag in Mexico? The cartel?
So said that too. Anyway, listen.
But who's giving the bag? Just tell us. Who's going to be the prince who gave all the money to Eddie to bring AJ and Ruiz? Who's going to be that?
I can start off by the big tycoon, telecommunications tycoon. He's a Mexican, and I just have to look him up. Obviously, I don't remember his name, but he's one of the top billionaires.
Yeah, Slim. Carlos, whatever his name is, they call him Slim. He's actually a fat dude. But yeah, I get it. But this one.
So hold on a minute, because I got this weirdo in the chat, middle fingering me. Let me get this right. I mean, I'm following a sport for the last 20-something years that argues with me every day that the Mexican fans are the biggest fans. Are we on the same page?
Absolutely.
Okay. But we can't talk about the last big Mexican fight unless it's Julio Cesar Chavez. But I'm getting middle fingers in the chat. I don't know shit about Mexico. I'm a dickhead. Motherfucker, y'all can't afford boxing. Shut your bitch ass up. If you could afford it, y'all love it more than us, and they don't give it to you. It's because you can't afford it. Fuck is you talking about? You mad at me. Mexico, literally, we say that they buy everything. We say they watch everything. But we ain't watching it in Mexico. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. All the promoters are looking to fucking market their fights to the Mexicans, but not in Mexico. But I'm stupid. I'm fucking crazy. Shut the fuck up before you all get timed down.
Ness, let me help you out. Hold up, because Earl Spence can't bring a fight to Jamaica. Okay, Tio can't bring a fight to Honduras, right? Because the economics might be there. So don't feel lonely, Mr. Mexico. Don't feel lonely, my friend. It's economics we're talking about. Get your fucking head out your ass for a second.
They crazy, bro. It's like, how you mad at me? Like, dog, have you been to Mexico? I bought an ounce of weed for like $25. Like, what the fuck? You guys are crazy, man. They silly, bro. You get your passport stamp, man. Oh, weirdos. Anyway, bro.
Hey, yeah. Where the heck did we leave off? Because last time we checked, we had talked about David, and then we kind of just stopped there.
Yeah, I mean,
Triple G, big fights. No,
we got to go to number 3. We got to go to Kid Galahad. He's fighting Kiko. I mean, Kiko looks so tiny, man. I almost feel
you ain't talking about Jose Benavidez. He's on the card too.
Oh, yeah, man. He's just tuning up, though. But, yeah, shout out to Jose. We're going to see his comeback after the Crawford fight.
I like that pic you sent on the chat. That shit was fly. It was what did you put, Benavidez family?
Mm-hmm.
So they're fighting on the same card. That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, Benavidez Jr. is moving up.
How's the leg, though?
To 54. We'll find out, bro.
Shit. Damn. I don't know what's this guy's name? Emanuel Torres? Francisco Emanuel Torres. Well, if you're saying he's just getting back into the swing of things, I'm going to assume this guy's not super high level.
Who?
Emanuel Torres? Francisco Emanuel Torres?
I doubt it, bro. Benavidez, I'm pretty sure this is probably his own fight. His first fight back since then.
You know this guy, King?
Nah, man. I didn't even know Benavidez was on his way back with Junior. Jose. But that was my question. What's up with the wheel, man? What's up with his leg? You know what I mean? Like, is he coming back to, poke around at 154? I don't know. But 54 is a funny division, man. But I don't know that he's coming to make a splash. What are they trying to line him and J-Rock in the future or something? You know what I'm saying? J back off a loss, like J-Rock off a loss.
For a dude who won Will, I had to give him some props, for being in that fight with Terrence. Obviously, he got stopped in the last.
Oh, David.
Yeah,
David.
Jose. And hasn't been back since, though. That's the thing, though. He ain't been back since. That's
but he went through a lot, though. He got shot, the leg. I think something else happened after the Crawford fight. You know, he's had some issues, man.
Yeah, he out here getting shot. I'm not trying to disparage.
Oh,
look
at Supermax. Look at Supermax. Talking about the NFL teams playing in Mexico. I ain't never hear that. Wow, you know I've been out the loop. What game happened in Mexico?
You know I follow combat. I Supermax definitely would know.
Supermax out here capping. He like, yo, watch me get these casuals. They don't watch football.
Nah,
He out here capping,
London.
yo.
They play in London for sure.
Yeah, they got
y'all know this is untitled, but y'all know my man Dwayne Johnson finally getting to play a superhero.
Yeah, you said that the other day. I forgot who it was though.
Black Adam.
Oh, yeah,
It's a DC comic. I mean, you know, it ain't nothing. I mean, hopefully they make it hot, because let's be real. Deadpool wasn't popping. They made that happen with the movie. Like, that wasn't a comic book that was out here people was going crazy over and shit.
I like Deadpool though. They picked the right dude for that shit.
Yeah, they made that into something. Just like Guardians of the Galaxy, bro. Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the first fucking franchises to make all that money out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah. That was not a poppin' Marvel series. Yeah. That was like the Polo Association.
That show Marvel, like anything with a Marvel sign on it goes. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pick David Benavidez, but I'm rooting for Kyrone. And I'm going to pick Jose Benavidez and Rances Barthelemy on that Showtime card.
Yeah, I go ahead and go with the mains. I don't know Gustavo. I know Rances. I think Rances won his last fight too. So it's Cuban style. Trains with Salas, right? I don't know if he does still yet, but hopefully he gets a dub. Yeah. I know that when he first busted the scene, it was like big. There was a lot of tension on him, right? Was it don't he got a brother?
Who?
Rances? Or is he?
Yeah. Leldy or something. Leldy, some weird shit like that.
All right. Yeah. So Kid Galahad unless King Amin has something.
Look at Jay Miller. A Supermax. Jay Miller said NFL complained about the field conditions, so I don't even think it ever happened.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. Shevins. I told you $2 super chats are guaranteed hater chats. 265 millionaires in Mexico. You capping. They registered, huh? They registered millionaires.
Yeah. These billionaires got to be checked in, champ.
Yo, them $2 super chats, you know, you guaranteed a hater when they send two. I swear to God. It's hilarious, yo. I've been clocking them shits.
But hey, look, listen. Right now, the Mexican TBV fam is actually schooling us, right? There's no middle class in Mexico. They say it's either rich or poor. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know the extent. I don't know the extent of the economy. I just know that there's money in Mexico, and there's some elite mofos out there.
Yo, I mean, man, you know more than me, bro. Give me 5, the both of y'all, 5 big name Mexicans last 20 years.
Big name? Like,
fuck it. We don't even got to go anywhere, bro. Andy won the belt. Like, if Mexico really could have a fight, why wouldn't they have done Andy versus Areola in Mexico? Instead, they did it in Little Mexico. And then what was that? Southern California? Or the Valley?
The economics worked out for Andy. And
the last time
Canelo, you know?
The last time the economics worked out for a fight in Mexico was Chavez Sr. versus Jorge Arce in a fucking exhibition with Chavez Jr. on the undercard. And I'm such a hardcore. I actually watched that bullshit. That was the last big fight in Mexico. Y'all motherfuckers tripping. And it was a reason why. And I'm saying that respectfully. It was an exhibition between Jorge Arce and fucking Chavez. That's as big as it gets nowadays because that's who's drawing wherever the fuck they would host a fight like that at. If Canelo won't do it, it's probably not worth it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's not an insult.
Yo, and there was a Mexican dude in the media, I remember, like once or twice trying to get Pacquiao to come to Mexico. That never happened. I guess the proof of funds weren't there. Telling you,
Try to
bro.
pay Pacquiao in
Mexico.
bricks.
Listen, Mexico ain't never had a big fight, man. I mean, not of late anyway, because I can't take away their Chavez fight.
I think we're just stuck in between that it could happen and that it most likely won't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. It's more likely that it will not happen. I mean, we can't sit here and say that it can't because anything is possible. You know, if Canelo, who's made millions and he's got 100 mil easy, he could give up 20 million on the gate. But is he gonna do that?
Yeah, is he gonna do that?
That's different, bro. Even if you want to give it up, like, I don't know, man. Because it's like, yo, if you're Canelo, right? Don't let me trick you into giving up $20 million on your gate, because guess what? You could have your fight in America and give up that $20 million to a charity and do more than fucking letting $20 million worth of tickets come through the door. You understand what I'm saying? Like, none of that shit makes sense, bro.
Yeah, this is all have to be like more of significance to the person that's gonna do it. You know, if just Canelo.
It's gotta be on Canelo wanting to give back.
It would have to be beyond his thought of money, you know, and that's the only way I really see it happening. That's why I said it's like we're stuck.
Look
more
at
in
Brandon, oh weird ass Brandon. You hang in the chat too fucking much, you weirdo. Oh, the zone just had a card in Mexico. Bro, what level was that? They could have put that shit together with like 50,000.
Yeah, Ness, they say you hate it because in Mexico the ocean almost took you out and shit.
50,000 is what that card cost them. Who they had on there? What names they had on there? Shane Mosley Jr.? Come on, man.
Listen.
Now they had Barbie Juarez on there.
I'm telling you, bro. If they give me the main, I remember it's only one card the zone did in Mexico. Like, they out here fronting, but it's okay. Moving on.
We could have crossed the pond.
Yeah, let's go across the pond. The kid Galahad, Kiko Martinez. I watched the press conference face off. Jesus, man. Kiko looks so small. I feel bad for him. I know he's old right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. He easily like 40 and some change or 39, 8.
So what, you don't think he got no gas? No moxie left?
Kiko's done.
Damn.
Kiko's done.
Kiko, bro. He's put in a lot of work.
Kiko
man.
ain't even.
Now look at Kiko box rack.
Listen to me. It ain't even about Kiko being done because he was never on, man. I know he won a title, but I know Kiko. I met Kiko, man. This was Sergio Martinez's fighter, and like he's an overachiever. You know, he's an overachiever, but he can't defend a belt, and he can't really get a win, man. I don't even know. I think he became a champ, and that's probably the last time he ever got a good win. And I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Who was it?
Bruh, you got to go back to. It was in Atlantic City. He won his belt. He won his belt in Atlantic City.
Holy moly!
And the same year, the same fight, did Darren Barker beat Daniel Gill? Maybe. Whoever.
Okay, look.
Darren Barker became a champ for the first time in his life in Atlantic City. I was at that fight, and Kiko was there. Kiko
was that 2008? He fought. He fought in England for his EBU European Super Bantam title.
Nah, that ain't a real belt.
So it must have came later. Okay, yeah. He fought Takalani for a title eliminator for the IBF Super Bantam title eliminator. Mm-hmm. And then he went in. I think he did Interim World. Yeah, another IBO. He did a couple of titles, but they're not the titles that you're talking about. I can't find it. But he's been fighting for a while. Yeah,
man. He got miles, bro. How many rounds boxes it says?
Shit, bro. He's going in at 320 already.
Yeah, he's got miles, bro. Miles. And he's been knocked out a lot, bro. He gets slept.
4 KOs. I think he's
at 10 losses, though. 4 KOs.
Got miles in the tank for sure. 35. I mean, Kid Galahad is the favorite, obviously. Can Kid Galahad, finish him? That's the whole question. It's a 12-round fight, though. Holy moly, yeah. He hasn't been fighting too many 12-round fights. We all know who the favorite is, but shit, man. let's see what kind of fight we get from Kiko Martinez. Some of these guys usually come
there
in.
You go. Jonathan Romero. That's when he won the IBF. I knew he was a champ. You be tripping. Right there. Revel Resorts Casino.
Oh, the IBF.
And he wasn't supposed to beat this fucking guy, bro. He wasn't supposed to beat this guy. Romero was supposed to be a puncher.
The dude was 23-0. Shit.
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be a puncher, but, you know, he ain't been in there with the pressure. Kiko gonna give you some pressure, but he don't got punch resistance, man. Kiko, he take a shot, he looking drunk. Wow. But look, he 35. Oh, my God. He only 35?
Yeah, I thought he was like in his 40s, dude.
Bro, I thought he was 45, bro. This dude's been fighting a long time. That's why you can't find his win. Because it's buried. That Jonathan.
2004, bro.
That was 13 he got that belt.
2004 was his first fight.
And this is what I'm saying. See, I mean, like today we were talking about like, yo, big win. And then we boiled it down to like, fuck it. If you beat a champion, that's a big win, right? So Kiko, in this, you know, he was a champion when he defended it versus Romero. You know what I'm saying? So then he lost that belt to Frampton. So for Frampton, that's supposed to be considered a big win because he beat the champion. But look at Kiko now. Like, you know, he's not Pedraza. He's not able to become a two-time champion. He's been, you know, pushed into this DeMarcus Chop Corley role. And
look,
can you still consider that a big win? Like, I'm not saying judge him now back then. I'm just saying, should a big win be more than just beating a champion? But I do value that because not everybody becomes a champion and you're not winning a vacant title. You're actually fighting the champion. So is it fair to use that phrase like, oh, Amin got a big win because he beat the champion at the time who was Kiko. Regardless of how Kiko got his belt, regardless of who Kiko is, he was a champion.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that for Andy Lee. We do it for a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got to give it to him. Now, the problem becomes when you get, you know, kind of whored out because of it. And that's what I felt about Kiko. That big win, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, fight Kiko because he got that big win. And it's like, now you're diluting it. So that's the kind of the bullshit of it, man. It's like and for me, like I said, I confused him with Beltran. But I remember watching when I first started getting into UK fights heavy, every time I turned on, if it wasn't Frampton, it was another fucking guy. Kiko was in there being the fucking measuring stick. So, you know, that big win at some point, because then it's like it's so many fights removed from that win. Where is his credibility? You know, as according to that win, it gets confusing, man.
No, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, just the fact that he, off name value, is getting another title shot. Like, he's in a title shot. Like, he could accidentally knock this dude out and be a two-time champ.
Wow. Look at this guy.
Yeah, bro.
It's Kiko.
And that's what these journeymen, that's why they don't quit, because they get shots over and over and over and over.
You said it, man. This could be a what do they call it? Cinderella man situation for him.
Except that it won't be, because he don't have the juice. He don't have the life in his career to make it a Cinderella moment. I don't think. Like, he would be literally turning the hands of time back if he won this fight. Somehow he got young. I don't see it.
Well, you know, Kid Galahad is 31, not too far away. You know.
Yeah, but a fresher. How many fights he got?
Samper Fresco, he definitely has 182 rounds, you know, to his 302. So
there you go. That's almost 100 and some change less. Plus fights, man. Look at that. Galahad 28, Kiko fucking hell. What is that, 54?
He's had a lot, bro. Add him up and shit. You know, his record looks like a math equation and shit.
Bro.
It looks like fucking fractions and shit.
Yo, Steve, I love you, okay? Just know that I really fuck with you, but you gotta stop hating. Bro, how you out here saying that Kiko Martinez, Kid Galahad is better than Chris Algieri, Conor Ben? Wow, bro.
Back to the docks where you belong.
Yo, I like that Algieri Ben fight, man. You tripping.
I love Ben Algieri. I love that fight right there. I love that fight.
Algieri's a boxer. Listen, Ben is this brawler, seek you and destroy you. And he had issues with Granados. Algieri and Rozier looking at that shit. And they like, we got this kid. We got him. Listen, it's all about the Keller plan, game plan for Algieri versus Conor Ben. He just got to be able to do it.
Algieri been in there with Provodnikov. He been in there with Pacquiao. Like, he been in there with some people, man. Like, I don't want to hear that, man. He's a good guy to been. Oh, see, this is what I'm trying to say. He can't be in there with Conor Ben.
Amir Khan.
What are we talking about? Steve, that's Steve.
No, I know. Steve is out of control. I don't know why he hates on the UK, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to give him a passport too, man. We're going to give him a passport.
That's Steve.
Chivillian said, or Chivian?
Yeah,
Chivang. 20 mil views in Mexico. Most watched event in 2021.
Which one is he talking about?
Canelo.
Wow.
How many views would we get? How many views would we get? Wilder Fury had 10 million illegal stream views. How many views would we get if we had Canelo for free? Come on, man.
Yeah.
They get it absolutely
it was free, and that was my question.
They get it absolutely free over there. They don't fucking pay.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes still tripping and arguing to me about economics. Meanwhile, they get all the pay-per-views free.
Yo, that's crazy.
So why would he skip a gate? Hypothetically, why would he skip a gate and he's giving away the fight for free?
So is that part of the contract, Ness, where he negotiates it and he says, okay, well, in Mexico, you're going to have it for free?
Nah, man, that's the TV stations, whatever deals they got in place.
Okay, that's pretty damn dope. At least they, damn, that's pretty dope then. I didn't know that they got it for free. I know my dad watches them down there, and I don't think he ever pays too. Damn. I never thought about that.
I see it all day in the chat that it's free in Mexico, but you should call your dad. He's in Honduras. Find out.
He told me he saw the Canelo fight and shit.
Oh, shit. So he definitely seen it free. He ain't paying $80. I'm not saying he cheap. I'm just saying people at that age, why the fuck are they going to pay $80 for 1 hour?
Bro, it just dawned on me that my dad, I forgot. Like, he says that they have it over there like that. He's like, y la miramos gratis, hijo.
Yeah, bro, it's free. Bro, it's a third world country. That's what the governments do. They give you free shit. This fucking guy over here mad at me for telling the truth. Fuck out of here.
I still think that's fucking dope. I mean, I don't know. Damn. That's dope.
Yo, Andre Dakota, shocked. Canelo pay-per-view did 800,000 views. Me too. Listen to me. I said a little prayer. I lit my candle to the Santos. And because I wanted to make sure he did the 500. I want Showtime to be able to say, yo, we could give you Charlo if you want. We could give you Earl if you want. Do you want Benavidez? You'll take Morrell. And it not to be an issue. See, we're going to have less issues now getting the fights we want because business went smooth. The hurdles in the negotiations at the beginning is over with. Him and Plant fought. They kissed and made up. He made more money than what he expected. And he said he had a good time. So it's all about getting us the fights we want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of, I guess I can't say it. I was about to say I'm not a fan of Better Beef, but I am. I was the first one to say he'll be Better Beef. Motherfuckers laughed at me, just like they laughed at me in my Bridgerway shit, which brings me to my next point. Because my man CYP like to use other people to make himself right. Well, I'm right because B-Hop said so. B-Hop done an interview and he said, Canelo need to go to heavyweight. That's right. So, again, I'm not trying to get him beat. I'm trying to have him, attain legacy And the way he does that is beating that cruiserweight guy that can't be on his level. No way, no how.
Shit. Well, I'm just gonna go to spin it back around to Kid Galahad. I'm gonna go with Kid Galahad after going over.
Yeah, Galahad. Let me show y'all the picture, bro. I ain't even show you the face off, bro. So much bigger. It's insane. I mean, I don't know why this always surprises me and it excites me, knowing over and over that size don't mean shit. Every time I see the tall man, he ends up losing anyway. But these face-offs, seeing the tall man be taller than the short man, always gets me like, damn, he's so tall. He's gonna have the edge. Look,
they got
he's literally looking down on him. And look how short they are compared to Eddie. But Eddie's a big fuck. I'm 6'5", and Eddie's taller than me.
Broski, they're 5'6", 5'5". They're like Mario's height almost.
Yeah, man.
So it's like, how much taller is it? I can't wait to see it on the screen because, like, how much taller is Kid Galahad? Like, does it look like towering over him? Like Caleb Smith and Canelo type,
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Yo, his box rec is wrong. Get the... What?
What?
That box rec, he's at least 2 inches taller. Yeah. He's got to be. I mean, unless that hat's picked up pretty. Look at Kid Galahad, giving them the twisted eye and shit.
I see the leeches out tonight.
The leeches?
Trying to clout chase.
Cloudy?
The clout chasers.
Eddie. The clout chaser. Quick pacer. Automatic eraser. Bro. All right, Kid Galahad. Let's see what my man's in them, Kiko can bring to the table. He got the body close, right? Right, Kid? The body's there to hit.
Yeah, but Galahad, he just got to sit down on his punches. I've seen a couple fights with Galahad. He just got to sit down on his punches. He got to not gas. He can't go in there thinking like, yo, it's Kiko Martinez they was talking about on the Boxing Voice, because Galahad can get sloppy. I don't know that Kiko is much of a threat, but you don't want to look bad against a guy like Kiko. That's the thing. If you're going to go in there and outbox him. You're going to run him over, but don't go in there looking bad because you can't figure out what your approach going to be. And I think Galahad's been in there against some pretty good domestic competition. This is like the best, worst, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, he's been around, he's been in there with Frampton, so on and so forth. But for Kid Galahad, this is probably his most, I think, if you look at his box rate, his most international type competition. Because the UK guys got a habit of, before they get anybody really, really real, they always test themselves against a Spaniard or a Mexican. And sometimes that don't work out. Ask Josh Warrington. He thought Mauricio Lara was something goofy. So, they made sure they picked, fucking Kiko. And I'm sure that Kiko is there to be picked off. But, Kid Galahad's definitely got to make sure that he looked good doing so. A sloppy win over Kiko ain't going to do shit for him.
So he got to run him over.
Or just outbox the shit out of him, I'll take that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's Kiko, right?
He got to look good, though, man. He got to look good.
He's got to look good.
He got to look good because, it's Kiko at this point, and it's a lob ball. They're throwing you this one to do good.
Yo, talking about... Sorry about that. Little pause there. So talking about the good fights, I mean, I know y'all looking forward to the, female fights. Terri Harper versus Alycia Baumgardner. I know Baumgardner has been inactive, but I think she fought in August, right? Something like that. I don't know who. Listen, I don't know. Who's the one who told me about this fight? Was it you, King? I mean, that was excited about this Terri Harper fight?
Yeah, I'm always excited about women's boxing. And I don't say that, to be funny at all. But the thing about Baumgardner is, that inactivity scared me. And it's not the type of inactivity where it's like, okay, Melissa Odessa, I know you in a contract, so you don't jump to MMA or, and in women's boxing, there is a scarcity stateside. I just, I don't know. Like, I ain't seen enough activity even before the fight in August. I didn't really see much activity. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard for me to judge how good she is. But you know, I'd like to see her fight. Now she jumping here against Terri Harper. Like, yo, it's for me, and watching women's boxing, like the names from the UK, they ring off so easy for me. Like Chantel Cameron, Terri Harper, Savannah Marshall, Natasha Jonas, right? Katie Taylor, right? Even if you throw in some of the, you know, I don't want to say mid-grade, but Shannon Courtney, right? Like, yo, stateside, the ladies don't get the same opportunities even to fight, you know, and come up against each other. It's just not happening like that. So I don't want to put, you know, Ms. Baumgardner in a bad light, but I don't know. I got no idea what she's going to do. I would love for her to surprise the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? But I got no clue what she's going to do against Terri Harper, man. I got no clue.
So that's a tough fight for her. That's a very tough fight for her. I mean, I get it. I think, you know, the activity goes to Terri Harper. But then again,
she's so much bigger. Did y'all see that fucking face off?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna get into it. You said that earlier, Ness, and I would love to see the face off. I haven't seen the face off, but she's 2 inches taller than her. Kid Galahad looked way bigger, and that was like 1.5 inches. So I'm assuming the same thing. You know, towering over Baumgardner. But what can you say about Baumgardner that you feel like can bring a fight to Terri Harper? I mean, you know, Terri Harper is probably going to be the favorite in your mind, no? Because of the activity and whatnot, stateside and all that.
Yeah, I mean, what can she do? Like, honestly, respectfully, I don't know. Like, I don't know what Baumgardner could do. And I'm stopping very short of, you know, saying, like, you know, her notoriety is more from Instagram than it is from, you know, fights to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she's a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? But like, for me, going in there against Terri Harper, like, you know, and again, a lot of these girls have pedigree from the Olympics as well. So, you know, inactivity in training, you know, they don't sit around too long, you know. And Baumgardner, she's been on the shelf a little while. What have you done for me lately? You know, I would love for her to pull off the upset, but I'm just like, where's this going to come from?
42 rounds for Alycia Baumgardner, her professional career, and in 10 fights, and Terri Harper has almost double in 11 fights. So I don't know how that works out in rounds, man. I mean, in the fights. I mean, how many fights? How many more fights at a higher round count has Baumgardner?
For 12 days only, enjoy amazing deals each day.
You know, that's good old box rack.
Call you box rack ad.
But yeah, man.
We're out the store and online.
Bro, you can't live without box rack, eh?
Bro, hit me with the back-to-back.
You know Vivo without box rack.
Box rack is life, champ. That is the record.
Yeah, wasn't she working out with Caleb Plant though? Wasn't she working out with Caleb Plant, Baumgardner, or something along those lines? She was in his camp or something.
Really?
With who?
With
I be seeing
Caleb
her.
Plant.
I be seeing her with Harrison. Tony Harrison camp. I ain't never knew she was with Plant. She was?
Check.
Or you just saying because she's similar, when her hair out, she looked like Caleb Plant's wife?
No. I think Liz Lowe has sent me something that I saw about her. It was like an article or something. I'm gonna put it in a pre-pro. It was like an article about something along the lines her being a secret weapon as a part of his camp. Shit. That's probably the reason why he fucking lost.
Oh my God.
A distraction is what I mean. Like, who's she? Like, she ain't in there sparring when she holding mitts. Like, come on, man. Like, you know.
That's crazy. Yo, all that Baumgardner talk too. All that Baumgardner talk. I can't wait for Saturday. See what's gonna happen. Yo, she look mad little now too. Yo, on her IG, you ain't think she was that small. She out here looking frail next to Harper.
Damn, man.
I want her to pull off the upset though, man. You know, Lord willing, man.
She 275. She a plus 275. It's tight and it's not. You know what I mean? It's still almost 3-1. She's still almost a 3-1 dog. You know what I mean? Can she get it done?
Let's see.
Terri looks tall and long. We'll see, man.
She got the reach, huh?
We'll see. I don't know that even Baumgardner's been on his level though. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Cause this her first true TV fight, ain't it? Other than the one that maybe she lost, I'm not. Anyway, what up next?
You already know what's up next. Is your man's in them, who I really don't know. James Flint versus Dom.
That's just the undercard of that DAZN card. I mean, I don't know none of those names except for Hopi Price. I'll be looking at Hopi like I told people earlier. You know, I'll give my time. I'm not recommending you give your time to Hopi, because I heard, you know, I know he didn't look great maybe 2 fights ago. But I'm saying, you know, you could check out Chris Billiam-Smith if you got time, and obviously the main event with Kiko.
I have no idea who Khalid Ayub is, but I guess he's a light heavyweight. Is that what he's fighting?
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. He's fighting a guy who's 0-11-0, so definitely a 4-rounder. Definitely just a kind of startup fight.
But the fourth topic is basically the fourth topic is basically the Canelo audition, and really that's not about who he'll pick, but more about who will put on the best performance to get picked, right? Like who's gonna do what they need to do to be selected.
Well, what fight? What fight is the door? You know, the portal into that into the Canelo realm.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, like I said, Darrell just had his shot, and you know, he put on an exciting performance. I don't know that means you get a Canelo shot. So now Benavidez' turn is Saturday, you know, and he gets to put on. Because guess what? If you look boring, you really ain't getting the fight. So these are auditions. How you look most definitely will, you know, let you know if you're going to get the fight. Obviously, looking too good doesn't help you. But looking bad and being a stinker, ain't nobody giving you no pay-per-view with Canelo.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, man. It's really hard to know what Canelo's looking for. So, what do you do? Like you said, you look good, and like Darrell think he look. I mean, he got the best chance because, you know, he's talking about, you know, I guess they put in a dramatic play. He's going to retire. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, he could have called it a good career.
Yeah,
you know,
but why does Canelo care? Like, why would Canelo be like, oh, shit, yo, I'm going to fight you before you... Like, I don't get that one.
I mean, honestly, no other reason than, and I just don't sound ignorant, if they say he needed to fight another black guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he didn't fight another slick black fighter.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want a black fighter, too. That's cool. But it ain't Darrell.
But listen, let Darrell get that bag and take that shit back to Flint, Michigan. He gonna take care of everybody. But let Darrell get a hold of the bag like that.
But Darrell ain't good at the top level. Like,
wait a minute.
Benavidez Sr. just posted the fight with his son on his, you know, like at the top. Like he did what he did to Marcos Madman Hernandez because he's a 54-pounder. Like, he ain't knocking nobody out with that uppercut at any other true division.
I mean, that punch was a well-placed punch, you know. Obviously, the you know, you got more weight. If you're a natural at your weight division, you're going to have more resistance. That was a hell of a shot, though. I don't know if, you know, can we sit here and say how deserving he is of it? I mean, he's been putting in the work. He'll say it himself, you know, for a long time. But the real question is, how much interest is that garner from the viewing public? Like, how many people are gonna get excited about, you know, Anthony Darrell versus
nobody, bro.
So that's the tough spot right there.
And it's not gonna make Al the money back. Like that's a failure. You ain't giving Canelo $40 million for that.
I still think that Anthony has some good fights that he could make, though. It doesn't have to be the Canelo. They can still make some good money. Obviously,
Yeah, him and Keller Plant.
Great fight. Great fight.
That could be a good money fight as well. It's that Canelo he represents.
He talked that shit to Keller all fight week. Let him motherfucking fight for his shot at Canelo. Like, bruh, first of all, I'm not about to lower the standards and make beating Marcos Madman 54-pound Hernandez the reason you get shots at Canelo now, man. Because, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? It don't work like that.
Nah.
Yo, what about Canelo and Badu Jack?
Badu Jack. I think he got something signed, though. I think he fighting in Dubai again. You seen Ricky Burns back, huh? Pro Bellum in action already.
Ricky Burns.
Yo, news and notes too. Guess who Pro Bellum got? They did a fight. Your daily Pro Bellum news. Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Williams. I like that fight. I do. Liam Williams, he was a dog in that Andrade fight. He gave Andrade
Absolutely.
hell.
Chris talking about he gonna knock him out.
Yeah, we'll see. Listen, Chris is fast, man. And, how old is Chris?
Chris, he's 30, 31.
Because they kept him away for a while, but he's also been developing with Roy, man. I'm telling you, his last fight, that man looked like Roy reincarnated with that triple left hook.
So, could we see, if they line that up, common opponent, could we see an Andrade and Chris Eubank down the line?
That's what it should be. Eubank ducked him. You know Eddie sent an offer. Everybody knows that. It's common knowledge. It's just people pick and choose who they gonna blast. But Eddie sent a significant offer. He said, if that had been Charlo, boy, we'd have been talking about it today. He sent them a significant offer, and they never, it was never nothing. Nothing ever came from it. Crazy.
Wow. You want to get some of these super chats, Ness?
Let's do it. I last left off at Andre Dakota.
Andre Dakota. So you got the Capunis and all that.
Yeah, we up at
Chivang. Chivan says 265 millionaires in Mexico. You capping.
Yeah, we read that. Ride of the Storm.
F. Jose Benavidez Jr. He has the Napoleon syndrome. And a Canelo fight in Mexico financially is not worth it. Plus, cartels would extort the event.
Hell yeah, they'll be robbing all of us.
Well, we just can't say for sure on that, can we? Line 6 Reed says, how can you do a show and not mention boots, Ness? Shame on you, Ness.
He got no news.
Facts 100 says, Ness always disrespecting first the British, now the Mexican. Shaking my head.
I'm disrespecting because I said they can't afford a Canelo fight.
Was that soundbite? Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs.
Word.
Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs. Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs. Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs.
Out of here, man. Little baby cries, man. Damn baby cries.
Damn, he hit him with the Alexander Wilson says Keith Idek says Canelo Plant is tracking to reach 800,000 domestic buys. Thoughts?
I'm happy, man. I'm happy for their success, man. I hope it means that we keep getting the good fights. I hope that he realizes that too, that, doing the good fights brings in the good numbers.
Yeah, I love that number because it creates a lot of opportunities for Caleb Plant moving forward. What we want to see, we don't want to be disposable. We don't want to be like some of these jerks. Nobody from our community, but I just mean in general. These jerk offs out here that just throw fighters away because of one fucking loss when they fought somebody at the top level. It's a loss to Canelo, all right? It's like a motherfucker telling you it's going to snow in December in New Jersey. Of course it is, motherfucker. You ain't telling us nothing new. But with that said, you do get them Indian days of summer. Caleb Plant had a fucking 60-degree day in December. That was nice. So let him do his thing moving forward. But again, I'm confused at what Canelo does, man. I'm confused. Are we priming up one of these young guys like a Jaime Munguia, or just down the line before Canelo or Gabe Rosado, right? Gabe Rosado's got to always be in play for that kind of fight, win or lose,
For Canelo fight?
Yeah. You can't even get it out.
Gabe got to beat Munguia.
If he beats Munguia, he's in the running for a Canelo fight.
Yeah,
and
he got to.
And honestly, I still say no because he's with Golden Boy, and Canelo ain't trying to make them money.
Look at that. That's how good fights are killed.
He cut them off. He didn't like how Oscar treated him.
So why wouldn't he beat up their guy?
Bro, you know what? I'm picking Rosado, man. Jaime's a little ass boy, man. Let me show y'all this face off, man. He not ready, bro. I get the youth.
He never been here before.
I get the youth and all that shit, but his body looks small, man.
Whose body?
Your man, Jaime.
He said your man.
Your man Jaime, bro. Your man Jaime, Lil Arms. They call him Lil Arms, man. Look at this press conference right here. He ain't got no bicep, man.
So you saying my boy's arms is real small,
bruh? He looking like Barrios right here.
Yo,
no, he got Mikey Garcia.
Yo, that's Barrios right here. Yo, why they do a stunt double on Barrios?
Yo, all my boy gotta do is rehydrate, and the arms is right back,
bruh. Rosado about to destroy this little dude.
Rosado
look at him. Look at him, like, bruh, you too little. You light in the derriere, man.
You light in the culo?
Look at my man right here flexing, and it ain't no flex.
Yo.
It ain't no flex.
Damn. Why you hating on the bicep,
Yo,
dog?
he thinny right now, looking like he might be chinny.
His t-shirt is snug though, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his t-shirt is small.
Yeah.
The biggest he got is a medium in his closet, small and medium.
Look, see, your boy is a pro. He put on the tracksuit. He's like, yo, he ain't seeing my arms.
Nah, you seen Rosado looking totally like a real different weight class and shit. He gonna body Jaime, man. Yo, watch.
Gabe Rosado.
Yeah.
Gabe Rosado, man.
Gaby.
I gotta look at some things, but I'll
always gotta look at, bro. When you've been doing this show 5 years, 6 years. You said, bro, previews and predictions on Thursday. My man come here every Thursday. I mean, like, yo, I gotta look at some shit, but I'll be back. Today's show is titled Preview, but guess what? Next Thursday, when we preview in the next fights, I'll tell you about these fights. What the fuck?
I gave you my preview. I said from the rip, I got Gabe, but I still got to look at some things. My opinion might change tomorrow. Stay tuned to the Boxing Voice. Excuse me. Yeah. So, bro,
I'm going with Gabe, man.
You could.
Yeah, but you going Gabe on heart? Or you be like a real pick?
No, legitimately pick. I'm picking him because I'm going with the experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Gabe. Yo, he coming off a stoppage. He coming in there ready to box.
But it was a stoppage that we wasn't expecting, though.
And he's not looking for it again. But Gabe Rosado is the kind of guy that if he knows that he got a chance in the fight, I mean, Jaime Munguia is hyped to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. Like, he's coming in here as the underdog, and he's coming in here off the stoppage. Jaime coming up the stoppage. They like, yo, he's not going to be a resume. This is his second win. I'm not going to be a resume.
Listen, there's a lot of reasons to believe that if Jaime is pushed, he'll fold if he's pushed. He was the mandatory, didn't take his shot with Boo Boo, didn't take his shot with Jamal. I never seen shit like that. People don't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's, and he won his title from a welterweight. So it's like, how good is he is all I'm saying. How good is he?
And the thing is,
he struggled with Hogan. People had him losing with Hogan.
Yeah. I don't think he's as good as Gabe Rosado. And Gabe Rosado, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, the joke how, you know, he's always picked on the show, but like just lining these guys up, I don't know. Gabe is like, you know, he coming in there with a little bit more in the repertoire than what Munguia. Munguia going to come in there and try to stop him. And what if that don't happen? He don't have a second and a third and a fourth gear. He don't have that. He's not a developed enough fighter. If Gabe touched the canvas and you can't stop him, he can do some different things to make it difficult for you.
My worry is that Gabe struggles to make 160. He ain't been there since 19.
He said
He'll be all right.
He said it'd be all right. Yo, I hope he would, man. I hope he can make it and don't struggle, because, you know, that's going to be whack. I don't want no whack fight, bruv.
I think that's just the place he's
Yo,
in.
ain't that the wackest? Like, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize Gabe been at 168 and Jaime's at one. Like, all this time, I'm like, damn, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. As soon as this fight week is when we realize the dude that been fighting at 68 for the last 4 fights got to come down to fight the A side. It's like, fuck.
What happened?
Just want a fair fight. Can I just get a fair fight?
Oh, these are the fights that happen, man. It's a blessing and a curse, bro, because you know the sport so in depth. You know that these things are not as fair. But like, if you really think about it, you know, Gabriel, you know, he looks like he's in a good place, man. I'm gonna just say that he can make the weight because he's in a position where he can actually, you know.
Yeah, but these videos are not tomorrow. These videos are the press conference. Tomorrow's the weigh-in. Tonight is probably the day that he ain't eating. See, right there, he probably ain't eat. And right now, he probably still ain't eat. And he gonna wake up, not eat, just to make weight. Like, suck.
Jaime rehydrates pretty big, right? He always looks.
I don't know, man. Jaime looking small, bro. He looking small, man.
He be looking strong, bro. He look fucking like a mule in his fights.
First, Rosado started at 54, and he got all the experience. Jaime, 47. The thing is, Jaime got the youth and power, man. That's hard to ignore. Let me get to these callers, though. Hard to ignore, man. Hard to ignore all that power. Even though some of the dudes ain't going away. He ain't put Dennis Hogan out, but he put Montiel out, who Charlo didn't put out. You know Charlo had one fight in the last 2 years, like one fight per year? That's crazy.
Call him one fight.
It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yep, like back in the day, fight you every week.
Yo, but 154 ain't even that deep, you know. And I'm not making it an excuse. I'm saying like it's like 154. It's not that deep. And so if somebody ducks somebody, it's like, what do you have left? We still waiting on.
Nah, I'm talking about Big Charlo.
Oh, Big Charlo. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, nah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Charlo been handling that.
But yeah, I mean, he only had the Derevchenko fight and the Montiel fight. That's it. It's been a minute. And those aren't in the same year, I don't think. Yeah, phone lines.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to our next goal. We finally made it to 130,000, and now we're trying to get to 130,100. Looks like we're at 130,067, so I need about 40 people, give or take, because I know people sub and unsub and sub and unsub.
It's a love, love-hate relationship sometimes, you know, with some of our subscribers, but, you know, we always love you.
Yeah. I got Stainless. What is up?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
No stainless. All right, King Born here. King Born here. King Born, are you available? AMG.
What's up, Ness?
What up?
Yeah, so that's dope that people are saying that Canelo sold 800. I think he basically did that by himself against a stacked UFC card, so that's pretty dope. I also saw a report that I think 7 out of 10 televisions in Mexico tuned in, which is fucking crazy. That's millions of people. As far as who he's going to fight, I think it's going to be Charlo. I'd like to see Benavidez too. If we don't get one of the main names that we're all kind of suspecting, I think it's either an easier fight in the UK, like a Ryder, or somehow a Mexican fight against, I don't fucking know who, maybe Durrell or some shit like that. But yeah, I'm excited for these fights coming up. I do have Munguia beating Rosado. Rosado gets hit too. I don't know. A lot of people act like I know Munguia gets hit, but he's younger. I think it's just going to be a brawl, and I just see Munguia outlasting him. So I got Munguia by stoppage. But yeah, good show.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. Let me go out to Chicago.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yeah, hey Ness, what's up?
What up? What up?
Yeah, we'll table the Algeria discussion for another day when it's closer to the fight, okay? But on that, you know, don't you remember me picking Canelo to win by decision?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and you know what's weird is ever since Plant lost, these weirdos been adding me like about Plant. Like I don't care that what happened to like. I picked Canelo. I never thought. I was just hoping the guy would. You know, I was thinking he'd make the distance, but yeah, man, you got a lot of weirdos in here. But you know, hey, I got a question though for you. I want you to educate me a little bit on my bookie. When you go to prop bets, what's that first bet? I don't understand.
What?
What's that like? If you go like if I'm on Rosado Munguia, when you go to props? What's that one that says yes plus 160, no minus 220? What is that? I'm trying to figure that out. I don't understand what that bet is. I've looked at other sportsbooks and they don't have a bet like that, so I don't know. I just want to know what that is because I heard you this morning. You know, I'm thinking about getting in there.
You said for Rosado, and you saying the one that says no. So you're saying the one that says no and yes, right?
Yeah. What is that?
It says it right there.
What are you betting?
Will the fight go the distance?
Oh, go the distance. Oh, I don't see that. Maybe because I'm not logged in. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. It says will the fight go the distance?
So plus 160 is yes, it'll go the distance.
Yeah, meaning they don't believe it'll go the distance.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. See, I'm not logged in, so I don't see that. But on the other prop bets, I see what they're saying. But for that particular bet, it doesn't say. It just says boxing. It doesn't say go the distance. Okay. All right. Then I guess that was a dumb question. Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Never a dumb question. I might can't answer all your questions, but they say the dumb question is the one you don't ask. So, yeah. I mean, I want to believe that Rosado goes the decision, but again, my heart picks have been wrong. I've been going with the favorites like Info Joe, but but the people I've been rooting for have been getting blasted. So it's like, is Rosado really going to make it 12? I don't know. Rosado got that big knockout, and they still got him at 850 underdog to get the knockout. We're going out to David Maldonado. What is
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division.
Corner no shit. Peter Fowler no shit. The master no shit. I know it. I know every step of God.
Yo, what's going on? How's my sound?
Straight.
Good. Yo, Ness, I'm with you, bro. I'm really, really rooting for Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado, along with Danny Garcia, those are my two favorite active Puerto Rican fighters, man. I don't know if he's going to win, but I really hope he does. However, I do think that Rosado can beat Berlanga. On another note, did you hear that EA Sports, not esports, EA Sports is actually going to come back with a new fight night game? You heard about that?
I seen people talking about it.
Yeah, I was wondering, because you know how in boxing games, the fighters have to sign contracts with the game. I was wondering if the fighters can sign a contract with this game, you know, the one that's already coming out by the other company, and if they could also sign with EA Sports, or if it doesn't work like that. I guess EA Sports is going to have to try to grab all the guys that didn't make the roster for the esports game.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, I was thinking about this, man. Do you think there's a possibility somewhere down the road we can see Canelo versus Crawford, assuming Crawford beats Porter, beats Spence, moves up to 154 and beats Little Charlo, and Canelo decides to, let's say, go down to 160 to, you know, do something that he didn't do before, which is unify that division and become undisputed. What you think?
Nah, man.
I think that's a great show topic, bro. You're going to have all the callers calling in, arguing for Bud. I think that's something that we should see one day.
There's no argument there. Bud ain't getting that fight for many reasons. The main one is he's not a draw, and the second one is he's too small.
I'm talking about if he beats Porter, right? And let's say he stops him, because I think he's going to stop him.
Yeah,
then let's say
but that's the thing. Your hypothetical is like deeper into Wishland territory. Like, you talking about beating Porter, then you talking about beating Little Charlo. Like, first of all, who he with? How he getting these fights? My man 34 and just fighting Porter now. How the fuck all of a sudden he about to get every fucking name in the book to get ready?
Yo, one more question. If I know you don't do the pound for pound, but we could all agree that Canelo's pound for pound number one, right?
Yeah, I guess.
We could all agree. All right. If Bud knocks out Porter, would you put Bud as number one?
Come on, man, that's silly.
Not even, right? Yeah, his resume is not deep enough for that, man. All right, man, that's my call, man. Team Rosado, man.
Bro, nobody should be talking about trying to replace Canelo on a pound for pound for the next 2 years at least. Like, no one can do nothing by the end of this year to replace him as number one. Like, even if he didn't undispute in a calendar year, he unified in all his fights this year with Yeardom, vacant title unification. With Billy Joe, it was the WBO unification, and then with Plant, it was the IBF unification. Like, no other champion's done that. How the fuck is beating Porter better than all that? Like, oh, he knocked him out. Well, didn't he knock out motherfucking Caleb Plant too? Like, what the hell? Hawk, man. I mean, James, San Antonio.
Hey, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes.
What's going on? Shout out to you, Doomy. Hey, you were telling Steve from Chicago there's no dumb question, but I was remembering Mike Ross, the hot sauce guy, asking that question to Broner about the hot sauce. That was pretty stupid. But it was good.
Yeah, that's different though. That's different.
He ruined. Nah, it was cool. Hey, but my question next to you is, I presented it one time in we call it Untitled. Bring back another season of boxing bars, man. We're due for another season because I know Amin's there, Dooley's there. I know Cash Weezy will jump in.
It's not me. These guys.
I know it's time. Man. It's time.
No, it's not time. I do it, man. I'm a workhorse. It's them. They the rappers. I mean, Stainless. Do Me, Sony, who's disappeared, and anybody else that's gonna step up. It's not me. All I could do is present it. It's presented by. But it's that's their thing.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good thing. I think we need another season, man. But that's all I got in this.
All right. Hawk, Maryland.
Good call, boys.
Yo, Ness. You got me?
Yeah.
All right, what up, Ness? How you doing, my man? And I think King Bono there too. Yeah. I don't know who was in there with you.
King Bono.
Yo, what's up, brother? Yes, sir. What's up, King? Hey, look, Ness. Man, I'm an old head, so I kind of looking forward to this fight that just got signed. I heard just got signed. Kell Brook and Amir Khan. I wanted to see that fight from way back then, so since they're gonna do it, I'm gonna watch it. Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
I don't know that it's officially signed, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard they had, got everything going, so I hope they do, because I just want to see it anyway. But I was about to say, I'm going with both the Benavidez brothers for knockouts. This is going to be knockout weekend. It's going to be a knockout weekend. Both of the Benavidez brothers are going to knock their opponents out. What was I about to say? Oh, the Munguia, and
Rosado.
Munguia looked a lot smaller than I thought. Rosado. Munguia looked a lot smaller than I last seen him, it seems like. But the one thing I do like about Munguia, I like Rosado for his heart and determination. But I just got Munguia stopping him because of his heart and determination. Because Munguia is a little more skilled than he actually looked. He's just an offbeat fighter. But he has a nice jab. And if he don't get caught, because Rosario will catch your ass. If he don't get caught, I got Rosario getting stopped because of the pace that young boy can keep up. I'm not sure if Rosario can keep that pace up. I got to be in a good fight. I don't got him being really overmatched, but I do got Munguia outboxing him. Yeah, I think he's a lot better boxer than people give him credit for. He's getting a lot better as far as his boxing ability. And only thing about Rosario is he got that heart, man. There's just no quitting him. So if he don't, in my opinion, don't catch Munguia with something, he's going to possibly get stopped out of just pure pace of Munguia. And what I was about to say about that Canelo, what did they say that the Canelo plant fight do? Pay-per-view.
800,000, and that's just domestic.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh, Plant gonna get good out of there too. Don't he get a little back end too on that? Yeah, I think Plant gonna look good on that too. Everybody get paid up. Oh, that'd be nice for them. 800. That's Canelo, man. Wow. I don't got Canelo fighting Charlo. I don't think Charlo should get the fight. He ain't done nothing. Canelo done fought like 3 undefeated fighters and 3 champions in a year. And all Charlo has been doing is fight for this one guy and a bunch of stuff on the internet. So I don't know how. I mean, I know everybody want to see that fight, and he's not even in his class. I think Canelo going to blow him away. But if they want to see that fight, I'd rather see the Benavidez or him. Really, I'd rather see him go up, actually. But because I don't think none of them boys can mess with Canelo. So, but if they do give Charlo the fight, I don't think Charlo gonna be ready for it. I just don't. He hasn't improved. It looked like they got to a certain level, and he is just fighting basically the same way he's always been fighting, and that's why he hasn't been looking really impressive in his last fight. Not to me. So I don't see him doing nothing with Canelo, and he hasn't been fighting to even get the fight, really. But people want to see it, so If they put it out there, it's out there. But that's my call, brother.
All right.
Shout out to Hawk from Maryland.
Hawking him down. Yo, you was trying to say something before I went to him. Do you remember?
Nah, but I was probably something along the lines of with Rosado and Munguia, man. Probably a lot of people are trying to change my mind, but I'm still gonna go with Rosado, man.
Yeah, man. I want him to win. Can he get it done? John, what up, Grand Rapids?
Hey guys, I'm gonna take David Benavidez in his fight with Kyrone Davis. I haven't seen Kyrone enough for me to have the confidence to pick him, so I'm taking Benavidez. With Gabe Rosado and Jaime Munguia, I mean, I don't know, I want to see a fellow Puerto Rican get the job done, but sometimes it feels like I'm waiting for Gabe to get out of third gear, because he's always competitive in some of these fights. There's a lot of fights he's been competitive in. It's just that, he isn't getting the job done, and I'm not sure if, he just fights to the level of his opponents, because, I thought Daniel Jacobs didn't perform terrible. I just thought that Gabe Rosado rose to the level of Danny Jacobs, and it's just, can he, I just want to see him, just do more. Because I just think he's not going to do enough in this fight, and I think Jaime Munguia is going to get the better of him. I don't think Jaime Munguia stops him just because, I've never really been impressed with him. But I just want to see Rosado try to break out and do more in this fight and just be more active, because he could have won the Daniel Jacobs fight if he just did a little bit more, just been more active. But hopefully he gets it done this fight. I'm not picking him. I'm still picking Munguia, but hopefully he could just do more, because every time I watch him, I mean, I just want to see him do more. I wanted more in the Arias fight to, solidify that win, but I don't know. I'm always wanting more from him, so that's my call.
All right. Yeah, that's why knockouts sell, man, because you don't need judges and you don't disappoint. If you're on Blog Talk, you gotta press number one. Joshua on Skype, what up?
Yo, Ness, tell me my boy David face don't look like it's about to fall apart. Dude is weight drained.
Benavidez?
Yes. Like his eyes about to fall on his head.
Damn, let me go check his thing.
Dude needs to go to 175 and just fight better beefs.
Right, that's the thing, man. He started as a heavyweight. He probably is just probably catching up to him. I mean, where you seeing him sucked in at?
They had the press conference today. They did the face-off and stuff.
Okay.
He had the hat on. His eyes are all black and shit. Dude's a way bully. But
yo, why you say that though? I mean, if you making a weight, you making a weight. It's not making a weight will make you a weight bully. I don't know.
I mean, he had already missed the weight before. He probably got a nutritionist or something going on. You know what I'm saying? Some herbal tea or something.
You must be rooting for Kai.
Yeah, I just put $10 down on Kai to win by stoppage.
By stoppage.
Body shot.
Damn.
People acting like David ain't never been hurt before. Darrell hurt him to the body.
Hey,
he had him folded up.
It would be a beautiful win for Kyrone, and it would definitely speak levels for Stephen Edwards. That would be beautiful, because it would have mean he made Julian a unified champ, and now he's
the mandatory.
I lost my train of thought. The lawnmower kid and text me, ruined me up right here. I don't even know what he was talking about. That's what happens, man. Fucking hell.
He was talking about Kai beating David.
Yeah, it's lost. I lost it. It's over. Fuck it. Apologies.
Hey, But this morning when I called in, I said about Leo Santa Cruz being no different in the resume of Mikey, and then you told me that that Leo was ducking Gary or whatever. People are gonna be like, "Oh, Leo ducked Gary," but why is Mikey out here fighting Loma's backwash 2-3 fights after? Why did he never fight Loma?
Who's Loma's backwash?
I mean, he did fight Solito or whatever, but he lost. He lost after he beat Loma, and then Mikey fought him.
Nah, Mikey fought Solito before Loma.
Nah, he fought him after.
Mikey fought Solito on HBO, bro. Wasn't it?
So am I tripping? I don't know. I'm about to look it up.
I'm about to check. But all right, let me see who's next. Majid, what up?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yo. Let me take this glove off real quick. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I'm only calling in about the Canelo Sweepstakes or whatever we gonna call it. All right, Ness, I remember last year, like about a year and a half ago, you know, people kept talking about Canelo ducking Charlo or whoever the fuck, you know, and you said one thing: if these niggas know that they ain't getting that fight, why the fuck they don't make their own path and create their own history? You know, I always been the biggest Canelo hater, but that shit got put in the back pocket when I heard Charlo fucking turn down the Benavidez on the Cinco de Mayo just to make a big moment. So with that being said, I don't care who Canelo go against. I'm going to ride with it and watch that shit, because if these people, if they not trying to make their own history, you know, assuming that they ain't going to get that fight, you know, like, what the fuck we going to speak up for Charlo for when he got fucking Andre that want to fight him at 160? You know, like, Benavidez, he lost his fucking title, so he missed out on the shot. So these niggas just got to earn the spotlight to get the shot. You know, other than that, stop asking for those paydays and make your own payday, man. But that's all I got.
Well, all right. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, man, I Googled it. Definitely might be Solito first, man. So, I don't know. But that's the beauty of Solito, man. He still was able to come right back, and he won a vacant title, top rank style, versus Orlando Cruz. And then he defended that shit versus Loma in the biggest fight of his life and rode off into the sunset. Chilling status. He ain't really ride off. He obviously had more fights after that, but you know what I'm saying. His better days behind him. Yo.
Got that cash out.
Yeah. We out though. It's over, man. Stainless is working. And with added callers, there's some calls on Blog Talk. You ain't press 1. Letting you know again, if you want to talk, you got to hit the number 1. If not, we up out of here. I think we got a super chat from Alexander Wilson. Matt Bent says, going with Rosado, Munguia gets hit often. Matt Bent,
I like
Kansas
Matt Bent.
City. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid to put the money on. I don't want my kitty going down. I need it up. We got SG say Kyrone Davis in an interview said he's been in Bud's training camp as a sparring partner when he got the call for Benavidez. What do you make of that, Ness? I'm going to have to text Kai, man, see what's good. I mean, Kai was also brought in with Broner. He's always had good sparring. They bring him in. And he's got a good trainer. I just don't know, man. A fight like this, you want to have, a proper training camp. It's Benavidez, right? He's this hardcore darling, man. I don't want Kai getting robbed out here.
See, the problem is, though, I think Benavidez, they got him going in as a favorite, and he's moving up. Is he moving up in this fight?
Nah,
Kai?
he's 168. Oh, hell yeah. Kai fought at this weight last fight with Darrell.
But before that, he had been at, what, 54, right?
Yeah, he started at 54. I don't know how long ago. Let me check. He started at 54. I don't know when he got to 6'8". Let me check. Doop, 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 doop.
Because I feel like he just jumped up for some big fights. I feel like
I think he moved up for the Darrell fight. Let me see. Darrell was at 6'8". Yup, that was the fight he moved up. First fight he moved up. But he stood there. He fought that dude, Martez McGregor, at 70 in the Armory. So, yeah, he probably ain't trying to go back down. But that's his only 2 fights at that weight.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. But
no,
maybe,
it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle. And remember, Patrick Day beat him before he passed. Rest in peace to my mans and them.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we about Louisville Slugger, you jumping on late, man. I was about to be out. It's hot as hell in this office today. I don't know what's going on. And the AC on. It's fucking weird. You available, LV?
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Mama.
I want a body, and he gonna be the body.
The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger.
TBV, fellas, what up?
What up?
Ain't gonna hold you long, man. I just wanted to comment on the Canelo. Like, I'm gonna stand on my stance on this, man. What Canelo did this past year in less than a year, bro. I feel like, he should get a Yildirim type fight if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But I know he the face of boxing right now on top of this shit, so a lot of the fans not gonna really appreciate that. But man, you gotta appreciate what he just did. I mean, if he decided to do the John Ryder thing, I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? You just pointed out that Charlo, who, a lot of people want him to fight, ain't fought but what, twice in 2 years? Like, come on, man. Like, we beg our favorite fighters to fight twice a year. They just did this undisputed in less than a year. So if whatever he decided to do, I ain't mad at him. I feel like he deserved a little tune-up or something, if he felt that way. But being the face of boxing, I know a lot of fans not gonna really agree with that. And with the Benavidez tip, I'm excited to see how he looked this weekend. But this is a late replacement, so don't be surprised Kyrone give him some good rounds in. But I do think Benavidez got the power, to get the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? But one thing y'all was saying about making your own lane. I was thinking about this. I think that Benavidez really, if he had the leverage, because y'all know how the politics of this boxing shit. But if he moved to 175, I really felt like he could go undisputed. And he'll be up there. Had Canelo had no choice but to fight him. But if he with his talent and his size, his punching power, his style, I think he'll give all the champions at 175 a problem. So if decide to move to 175, I think he could really go undisputed. All them champions, none of them could fuck with David, man, for real. But yeah, that's all I really had to say, man. Shout out SDS Promotion.
I don't think he gonna move for the same reasons Charlo ain't moved. They feel like Charlo feels like, yo, I'm in the division. I mean, I got the belt. Why would I move? And then Benavidez is like, I'm in your division. Why would I move? You know what I'm saying? Rod, LA, what up?
What up, Ness?
What
up, TVB? Shout out to everyone in the panel. I'll make it quick. Yo, my heart is for Rosado, but my money's for Jaime. Shit. As far as the Canelo Sweepstakes, man, I think Canelo takes a tune-up, man. I think Canelo might fight John Ryder. I think perhaps he goes to 175, fight Bibble, because, the rumor was Surdo against Bibble. For some reason it didn't happen. Maybe Eddie Hearn is saving Bibble to make that offer to Canelo. But also as for Benavidez, man, I got Benavidez winning it. And that's it, man. Shout out to TVB and everyone have a good night, man. Peace.
Yo, I wonder if that's why, because I know Ramirez signed his side. Like, that was out there. And I wonder if that's what it is. That Eddie was like, look, man, this fight is on the table, but, if that might take you out the opportunity as a Canelo opponent. What do you think, I mean?
I mean,
Because Zuldo ain't no belt, Zuldo ain't no check, so I guess it makes sense. They would be doing Zuldo a favor by giving him a title shot.
definitely, man, because he definitely he was all kind of wasn't he first?
And he
was
with
over
Golden
here.
Boy. And he with Golden Boy. So, like,
After coming out of limbo, he came out of limbo to go sign with Golden Boy, right?
Yeah, because he got out of his contract with Top Rank. Then he went and did like a one-off somewhere in Mexico or somewhere else, and got some airtime, and found a negotiation.
Nah.
Got himself a deal with Golden Boy in the zone.
Good luck. Yeah, great call, man, from Rod. Rod in LA.
My man Matong, 509. 509. That's Boston? 509. 508 is Boston. Where's 509? He said he got his heat on at 75. Nah, Chan. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all thought I was lying, man. Everything I said is true, bro. You know what happened today? Today, my family came in town, so my wife took my car. My son had his car. He went to pick them up at the airport. Bro, I jumped on my bike, bro. I did a 4-mile bike ride to the sushi spot. Had lunch after the show. Burnt my little calories, You can't do that shit anywhere else, bro. It's freezing out there.
Definitely.
You got the skull cap on right now. I can see your fireplace going right now.
Yeah, it's getting there. It ain't quite, but last week it was brick. It was like 44 degrees on the wake up, man.
Oh,
you know how that shit is.
That's crazy.
Gotta clean the ice off your fucking windshield.
Oh,
like
man.
Jersey.
I'm so happy I'm gone from those days, bro. Stone Bone, what is up? For real, God is good.
What up? What up?
Chilling.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the highway, man. It might be a little loud. Yeah, I'm dropping back from Omaha just made it back in Colorado, man. And I feel safer now, man. I've been smoking the whole way. And the Nebraska cops, they looking at a smoky ass truck, but I made it back to Colorado. I feel good. Hey, shout out to Canelo, man.
Let me ask you, Kyrone Davis was sparring Terrence?
I don't know. I don't know. I can check that out. Hey, man, but if he was, he would have been out here in Colorado. So I just got back here, so I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna put my ear to the street, see what he looking like, see if some money should be put on him. But hey, if he would have had a whole camp, man, you always have a better chance as not being the short notice guy, like.
Yeah.
But sometimes that give you the sneak attack, though, like maybe they ain't ready for you, maybe they think that they gave him an easy touch since it's a short notice, so maybe he can put his best foot forward. Hey, but I didn't get to call in earlier when I was listening. I listened to it when I was driving on the highway on the I ain't had no signal, so what's the MP3? I had downloaded that.
Nice.
The tank, talking about tank them. I ain't had no signal for like 3 hours in Nebraska, man, till you get to Colorado. Like, and that MP3, that tank show lasted me all the way till like my last stop while ago, like the whole time. I was because it was like 3 hours and 30-some minutes, so I went the whole 3 hours with no service, and I didn't know I had service yet until my old lady texted me like, "Where you at? You in Colorado?" Like, yeah, I'm almost there. So, but yeah, hey, listen, of course it's gonna help Sean Porter. One of the things I ain't hear nobody talk about is speed, reflexes, and reaction time. Them is things that Sean Porter got to worry about fighting Crawford. And it's going to be uppercuts. It's going to be different things that Tank is great at. And them is going to be the same shots. Bud going to be running up the middle. So just the timing, the power, the speed, and the different movement and southpaw, those are going to help him. there's no way it cannot. There's no way that you can spar an elite fighter like that, a champion, and it not help you. Just like when Shakur had beat Joet, when he walked in the gym to spar Bud, you don't think he felt different walking in as the WBO champion to spar Bud that when he was just, the silver medal. He was the champ. He was like, nigga, I'm big Shakur now. And you can see him move different. I wonder how it's gonna look when they spar now. He a 2-division champion. He gonna be talking shit like, Bud, nigga, I'm a 2-division champion. You're a 3-division. I'm right on your heels. That's gonna it helps you. So don't be mistaken thinking that just because Tank's small, that's real power, that's real speed, that's real timing, and that's a real southpaw. And Bud is all of that. So y'all gonna see this, and I'm still picking the stoppers. And they said somebody leaked the footage, and that's why the line changed, Ness. The leaked footage of Tank putting hands on Porter, like when Shakur put hands on Ugas. So Bud will knock him out.
But where is that though? Because I ain't seen no leak sparring.
You'll see it. We got spies in the camp.
All right, well.
Spies in the camp.
Listen, there's always two sides to a spawn story, so I hope they do leak it so Porter can leak his, because I know Ken ain't letting nobody just record his son. He better have his own copy. You know how that goes. Like, you spar with somebody, they bring them in for the week, so, you got to get the best of them every day. If not, there's, you might get the better of me Monday, and Tuesday I got the better of you, And there's 2 different tapes out there. But that is the final caller. Let me double check these super chats. What we got. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out. Thursday night previews and predictions. And it looks like that is the final one. So that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. West Coast time. Let's go. LV with a late super chat saying Munguia in devastating fashion this weekend. Why you couldn't say Rosado, man? I want my man Rosado to win.
King Amin of Essex 1 on Instagram for them news and notes. King Amin of Essex 1 on YouTube for them championship rounds. And of course here, the flagship Thursdays and Sundays predictions, news and notes on the Boxing Voice, the most dangerous podcast, boxing-oriented stratosphere community on the fucking planet. Come and check us out, man.
Let's go. We out.
We out.